Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're getting well into December. You have the Fed meeting tomorrow. More talks of the hawkish cut because of what some other central bankers did. We didn't have much. There was a couple of updates throughout the day. Really, JP Morgan, that was our play of the day as they started to give updates on investment income and some other parts about how they're expecting guidance for Q4. And then that started to drop the banks a little bit. You even got a little Venezuela headline here recently. I don't know if that's going to cause too much of a reaction. Got some updates on oil. The jobs number, finally, he broke the streak of negative ADP reports. Again, data's still kind of delayed. The job quits. People are not quitting their jobs anymore. And then we just did a call to some of the gold companies because silver, remember, I figured it out now, man. We were talking about silver, then that was the third time we were talking about silver this year, where we started to bring up all the different reasons of why it was going up, but it broke above $60 an ounce here. So I think if it goes above 65, that starts to trigger some of the squeeze. But a lot of people have been telling me about how they've been getting quoted on silver. So I just called and found, I got a little scared for a second, but seems like most places are buying below $1 below spot. So if you are trying to get rid of your silver, make sure you actually shop it around, because that was crazy, man. That was kind of scary. I'm getting old. Yeah. So that being said, it's time for Philo here in a little bit. We're gonna continue what we went over yesterday. I even got another one for you though too. So we're gonna cover a couple of things, but go and get your cloaks and whatever else you need for it, and we'll begin here in a little bit. In the meantime, here is Uncle. My uncle gave you a Christmas song, blessings for everybody gets a gift, actually. Everybody gets a gift. You know, now that I think about it, everybody gets one. So God bless you and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you. It's the best time of year, Chad. God bless you. Merry Chrysler, Christmas. From my family and missus, I hope you get the things that's not even on your wish list. I hope you find money doing laundry or the dishes. You a real one. The season will be great. I pray you never see traffic and you never run in late. When you ask your crush out, she'll say yes to the date. And nobody getting mad if you leave food up on your plate. Merry Christmas. It got meaning if you give it some. I'm always praying for you and I'm praying for your little ones. Every time you look them in the face, no, you never done. Nah, let that be motivating. I hope every drink you get comes pre-shaken. I hope your Uber don't cancel and is really patient. If you lose your wallet, nobody'll take it. They'll return it. Yup. See, I'm just happy if you happy, G. Every sweet you'll eat this year be made from 0 calories. These are all the blessings that I wish for both you and me. So, welcome to the family. But I got a gift for the haters too. I hope everywhere you go runs out of room. I hope every song you sing is sung out of tune. Everyone is happy and you're the one that's in the mood. I hope the dinner great, you get there, they run out of food. I hope you step on Legos every time you enter rooms. I hope you meet a pretty girl, but it's just a dude, and he doesn't even tell you by date 2. Hope you can't find your keys cause someone probably stole your car. I hope your Christmas tree falls and then cause a fireball. Hope you find easy parking and then they tow your car for no reason at all. I hope everywhere you go has construction. Everything you have to build will come with no instructions. I hope it doesn't function. I hope you miss the pothole, avoid it safely, then drive into the Hudson. I hope your family likes you less than all your cousins. I hope you're stressed cause you're bad at trading options. Actually, I hope it hits and then you get a gift. Then you feel like you can't miss, then triple up your shit. Get in the money quick. Then Robinhood goes down and your orders don't submit. Then the problem still persists. By the time it gets refreshed, I hope all of it'll dip. Bye. Bye. Merry Christmas, Chad. Merry Christmas. I hope you find money doing dishes. I don't know. There's a lot to unpack. I know, man. That's it. If you step on Legos, don't get mad at me. You might think of it, though. If any of those things occur, good or bad. You might. Because have you ever stepped on Legos, man? Have you ever actually, do you understand how terrible that is? It's terrible. Well, on that note. Gentlemen, boys and gals, it's time for Philo. It's a good Philo. We're gonna finish what we played yesterday. That Napoleon Hill, man. I think some of y'all really enjoyed it. We'll recap it for a little bit, but before I go over that, I'm gonna play you something else, cause I heard it, man, and this is something I've told you before. I've heard this from many different people, and I believe it's true. I believe it's a universal truth, man. And it's to remind you of something very simple. And like we've been saying it, even this Napoleon Hill talks about it. Chad, do you realize the power that you have? Do you understand? Do you realize the power that you possess? No, for real. That's what I was saying. Even when just like with the long-term investing, trading, all of it, man. People love the cliches, and they love to be like, oh yeah, it's not a mistake. I learned. It's not a loss. It's a lesson. But if you don't ever learn, same thing, bro. Power. I'm not just saying. I mean, for real. And it's very practical. Every time you build up your discipline, every time you make the right decision, you build up your power. Does that make sense? It's just like lifting weights. You lift something heavy, it hurts, you'll struggle. Next time it'll be easier. You're out of shape now, go run. It'll be hard, you'll be out of breath. Next time you're going to be a little bit more out of breath. And then a little bit more out of breath. And then a little bit more out of breath. You get what I'm saying? Power. You actually are developing power. Every time you choose to pay the pain now, instead, you build up power. You have the ability for unlimited power. And above all that, this is something I've told you all year. Authority. And I don't think people understand this. You are a human. Do you not understand? You could do things that other people can't. Other things, they're not even people. You have a very specific role on this planet. I hope you team up with God, but as a human under this playing field called Earth, you have a special ability. And there's simply said, there's only things that humans can do. And you know why? I like this too. I'm gonna play you this clip. But like, dude, there's no like people, oh, it's a demon. The demon, no. It's you. You are either, it's all being done through you or not, good or bad. You ain't got to be worried about no demon. Do you not realize it? There's no such thing as a demon that on Earth. I think demons are real. I do. This clip will explain it. But to tell me that a demon has more power over you when you are a human on Earth, my brother, you don't understand it. On Earth, you have all the power. That's why some of y'all, you have your blessing on Earth. That is your authority and power. You better hope you don't die. Then you got to deal with the other things. But once you die, you leave the Earth. Once you die, your power goes away. It goes to a different playing field. Oh, I hope y'all feel me. I know it sounds a little cuckoo if you haven't been exposed to this. Oh, but let me have my boy Miles Monroe explain it for you. And then we'll get into the rest of the Napoleon Hill. But yeah, man, I want to remind you, use your authority. You have power. And that's why I hope you build it up. I hope you understand the role, man, and the desire. All you got to do is want something. I hope you want to build your power. I hope you want to build good things. That right there, that's going to lead you down this route. So I hope you do it, man. So here is your boy, Miles Monroe.
Is illegal on earth. And God will never violate his own laws. That is why, for example, God couldn't come into the earth legally without a body. The incarnation, everybody say incarnation. Write that word down, it's a big word, I can't spell it. Incarnation, the word carnal means flesh or dirt, carnal. Incarnation means the coming into a dirt body of God. That is why in Isaiah chapter 7 verse 9 it says these words. Isaiah says, the virgin shall be with child and shall bear a son, and his name shall be called Immanuel. Im means in, man is mankind, and El is Elohim. He says God is going to actually come in a dirt body. Many people who are skeptics about Jesus and being God and all that stuff, they don't understand that God was working on protecting a law. That's why Jesus Christ had authority on earth, because he had a body. As a matter of fact, this is why you have authority on earth today, because you have a body. When you lose your body, you become illegal, and that's why you leave. If you die physically today, your spirit have to leave the planet. Absent from the body, you got to get out of here. Now some of you folks think you saw your auntie last night, and saw your cousin and your uncle, and that ain't true. You remember the Bible talks about Saul going to Samuel because he wanted to see the dead spirit of Samuel, you know, the prophet who was his prophet. And Samuel was dead physically. And Saul went to a witch, a medium, voodoo, witchcraft, juju. I got all the words there? Okay. He went to a medium and he says, take me to the cemetery and call the spirit of Samuel back because I want to talk to him. So the king was led by this medium to the graveyard to talk because he wanted to get consultation from a dead person. Sounds familiar? And the Bible says he went to the cemetery and the medium did a little coochie thing, and the spirit appeared and said, I am Samuel, and began to talk. And the Bible said then the Lord spoke and said, this is not Samuel, this is a familiar spirit. Now familiar spirit means a demon that is familiar with you. That means they know your personality, they know your mannerisms, they follow you all day. Some of them follow you right now. They can't get inside because you're born again, but they know how you sit, how you talk, how you suck your teeth. They know everything. They pick up, they become familiar with your behavior, and they can impersonate you when you leave. So you thought you saw your uncle. When you lose your body, you are illegal. You can't function here. You remember Jesus told a story. He said that there was a man who was a rich man, and he treated a poor man, Lazarus, very badly. And they both died. One went where the demons are, one went in the bosom of Abraham in heaven. And the Bible says they couldn't talk. And it says the rich man was in torment. Now watch this. He said the rich man cried out and said, if I could just go back to earth and warn them. See, when you go, you can't come back. Matter of fact, even Jesus Christ cannot come back to this earth without a body. That's why he was resurrected, to make sure he could. And that body was not a spirit body. It was a physical body. The disciples thought he was a spirit. They said, this is a spirit. He said, no, touch me. Then he says, flesh and bone do not have this kind of material if I'm a spirit. And they touched him. That's why you're going to be raised again from the dead, so you can come back to the earth and rule. Now why am I telling you this? Because your body is the key to your authority on earth. Now here's the bottom line then. God doesn't have a spirit. He is spirit. And God chose to make himself illegal. That was his prerogative. Don't ask me why. I think it's because he wants you to share his power. He says the highest heavens belong to the Lord, but the earth he gave to the sons of men. In other words, he wants the kids to feel how rulership is. So he has his territory. He gave you yours. He says, now you handle yours, I handle mine. And then he says, whenever you want me to come into yours, I got to get legal permission through you. Prayer, therefore, is man giving God legal access to earth through his faith. Prayer is necessary because nothing happens on earth without the cooperation of a human. God cannot just come into earth and do what he feels like. If he could, he should have fixed the murders in our country a long time ago. He should have gotten rid of all the Iraq war and all the terrorists. You think God's enjoying a bus being blown up on Thursday with children in it in Iran? He's not a bloodthirsty God enjoying all the killing. But the problem is he can't come in unless a human gives him access. Because the human got the body and God ain't got the body. That's why God says, if my people which are called by my name would humble themselves and pray, seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear, where? From heaven. I'm in heaven. And I will forgive their sins and come in and heal their land. But the first word is if. There's a condition. If I can find a human who will cooperate with me, I can impact the planet. Prayer is therefore necessary for earth to be influenced by heaven. Matthew chapter 14. Is prayer really real? Someone asked me the other day, are demons real? My answer to them was, if demons are not real, then Jesus Christ was very misguided. Because he cast out things that are not real. If you don't believe in Jesus being a demon releaser, casting out demons, then demons must not exist. Either Christ was completely confused or demons are real. In other words, whatever Jesus did confirms what is, because he's God in the flesh. Well, what about Jesus and prayer? Did Jesus pray? I mean, should you pray? Well, did he pray? Is prayer important to him? Let's look at Matthew chapter 14, verse 23. It says, after he had dismissed the disciples, he went up on a mountainside by himself to what? Pray. When evening came, he was there, what? Alone. By the way, I want to just say this now. Jesus seemed to always pray alone. And I think that's an important thing to study, because most of us love to pray in a group because we have no private prayer life. You need to develop your personal prayer life when no one is with you. Just like fasting. Some of you wait till the corporate fast before you fast. Well, don't wait for a corporate fast. Of course, a corporate fast is very scriptural. They've done it many times. But you should do it privately. Jesus did it. He fasted privately for 40 days. He prayed alone. And if you can't have a private prayer life, your public prayer life will be very weak. Look at this one. Mark 6 verse 45. After leaving them, it says, he went up on a mountain again to pray. I mean, constantly. He does what? He leaves them. Private praying is more important than public praying, because corporate praying is only as strong as your private prayer life. You bring to the corporate what you are in private. Here's another one. Mark 14 verse 32 rather. It says, they went to a place called Gethsemane. Okay, we know about that, but watch this. And he said to his disciples, sit here. In other words, you all wait here. He left them again while I go to pray. And you remember what they did? They did what some of you feel like doing right now. They slept. Hit your neighbor. Say, neighbor, don't miss this word. He said, because the spirit is willing, but that body, which is your most legal power, is weak. The spirit depends on your body. And so you got to keep your body alert.
Miles Monroe. It's funny, bro. I got a couple of things there. But I do want you to understand your power, your authority through your body. There's two things in that. I don't know. Have any of you heard it? Because I think a lot of people, you've heard the word carnal mind. That's what really caught my attention there. And, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. Hearing some of that, bro, I don't know, man. I think being a part of the world for as long as I have been, I hear what some of you hear. And it's sad, too, because I already see the comment. But, like, dude, I'm telling you, if you heard any of that, I'm laughing because I think it's kind of crazy. And you're like, nah, man. Nah, that's not true. Nah. Sadly, I think that's the demon's greatest trick. Again, a demon can't do anything to you. But that's why he said it. Why do you think the first half of it, bro? I was saying a demon can't do anything to you. Guess what? Good in God can't do anything to you if you don't allow it to. Thy kingdom come. Let heaven work through you. Let the spirit. If only there was man willing to. That's what he said. So, bro, I don't know if y'all feel it, man. But I know, man, if that does bring a lot of hesitation towards you, just let me put it this way. The greatest trick the devil has ever played is convincing man that he doesn't exist. You know, I found my way into a lot of evil, but it wasn't because I thought it wasn't real. Does that make sense? It never was, I thought it was, I just didn't like it. That was truly it. I just thought I'd never meet this standard. But I always believed in, good and evil. I've always believed it. So that's what I'm saying, man. Sometimes if you don't think, do you not hear the message of all this? You have power. You get to share in something called authority. I don't think you'd understand God if you didn't understand yours. You get it? You got a little taste of it. As you get to frolic around this planet, you have power and free will. Y'all don't realize it. It's what you want to do with it. But again, it all works through you, the carnal mind. The flesh. Good and bad is always going to be worked through a human. There could be spirits, there could be demons, but that's why too, like, I like how he explained it, bro. Because again, if demons weren't real, what the heaven was Jesus doing? That doesn't make any sense. But that's why he's saying it doesn't have power over you. The only way you're going to give it power is if you accept it to have power over you. Or if you want to just act like there's no, again, you deny it. Doesn't mean a demon's going to work through you. It just means you're not going to exercise your power. You are literally putting your authority down. You are putting your claim down. So, Chad, I hope coming into next year, you understand the simple truth. All good and bad is going to be done through you. You could either bring heaven, you could bring nothing, or you could bring evil. Which one is it? You get to decide, but it's all going to be done through you. Then nothing have no pull over you. There ain't no such thing, no control over you. That's because, again, flesh, you have the legal authority on this planet. That is the law. Are you going to use it or not? So that's the first part. But then the second part, do you know what it was? I loved it. Because this is something I've been trying to really encourage all year. And bro, you don't believe me? You don't need to, I don't think you should. Again, I say this whether you believe me or not. How many times have I tried to tell y'all this year? Bro, please pray on your own. Please pray on your own. You guys think you need Philo? You don't. How many times do I have to tell you this? That's what I was scared of. Once I realized the truth, brother, I made a change. It's very simple. I don't want any of y'all to rely on Philo. Imagine listening to Philo but never praying on your own. That's insane. You know that, right? That is insane. We can't have that. Again, what did Jesus do? He literally prayed on his own. I love what he said. It makes sense. He goes to the mountain, he leaves them there. He goes and prays on his own. And then what did they want to do? They wanted to sleep. That's what your flesh does. That's why, again, your flesh is going to have a pull to either get you to do good or get you to do bad. The flesh has energy. The spirit is either going to fuel, or your spirit, if you run away from it, I mean, it's going to, again, that has a physical effect. More likely, your physical is working against your spirit. That's for all of us by nature. That's, again, carnal mind. So you do realize that all of you, myself included, you don't think it's weird how our bodies fight prayer? That's why I think it's so important. That's why one of the hardest things to do has been getting people to pray on their own. You're like, no, I like Philo. I like it. Mo, you could go to every Philo. You could go to every church. But are you praying on your own? That is how you build your spirit. Do you understand? And guess what's going to happen? Your flesh, your lower mind is going to fight against that all day, every day, until the day you leave this earth. Literally, the price is your flesh. You pay with your flesh, your body's going to fight it, you get something on the back end. Or you could ignore it, give in to what the flesh wants. I'll just listen. I'll go worship. I'll be in a group. I'll do all of these except pray on my own, as Jesus did himself. Think about it. You're just going to delay it. That comes with the price on the spirit down the line. So, two things, man. I know there's a lot of demon talk. I know there's stuff. And again, that's why, like, for some of y'all, I am worried. Because I know if all you do is hear that stuff and you're like, no, it's fake. No. You might want to ask yourself where that's coming from. Just like I'm saying, it's not, I mean, I've heard people talk about this crazily. I've heard people talk about it scientifically. I mean, you know, the Pope believes in demons. A lot of does. Again, that's actually not even the only, Christianity, Catholicism. You realize it's not the only religion that believes in this. Let me put it this way. You have more documented spiritual forces in almost every religion and culture going back to the beginning of time. It's not like this concept is that crazy. But you do got to understand it. Because that's what I'm saying. Some people, you think it means it's out of your control. No, I tell you this, and like I'm saying, from a point of view that humans are the ultimate power. I do think God is greater. But I think that comes at different times. It's at different moments. I think the Spirit of God could work through people and do some amazing things. Is that a dog? So think about it. The Spirit could work through it. You could, again, that's what I'm hoping to see. If only man would humble himself and let the Spirit work through him. But you have the legal authority on this planet to create good, to create bad, good, evil, or create nothing. But then, like he ends it with, man, prayer on your own. You into your spirit, not you in my spirit, not you in any of those other spirits. You don't get it? Not you in impersonating spirit. You don't, oh man. I hope you feel it, Chad. Because this is something I do hope you get to. I hope you use the break in the end of the year, bro. I really hope you pray. I've told you every morning I'm praying. I'm telling you at the end of the day, in the secret place. But it's going to be on you. That's going to be the real determining factor. And I'm sure if you could fight the flesh to get to the point of actually praying, I'm sure you're going to fight the flesh to pay the right price in terms of discipline. Let's be real. It's the same battle. You don't realize it. You don't think your flesh. What does your flesh want? What do your emotions want? They want comfort. So I think that leads in perfectly. Because this is what we talked about yesterday. I'm going to just recap some of the simple ones, man. You do everything now. You get an idea. You get something good. You want to, again, pray. Go pray now, bro. Don't wait for motivation. Manufacture it. You either have the pain of discipline, which lasts a few minutes, or the regrets that last a lifetime. Every time you finish, every time you say, I'm going to do it, and you go through and do it, that is going to sharpen your will. Every time you delay, that is going to weaken your spirit. You do not wait for a spark. You become it. Success is not given. It is forced out of resistance. Do you see why I'm bringing this up, man? Think of resistance. Hello? Your body, your flesh, your carnal mind is going to resist. You don't get it? Emotions protect your comfort. That's all. You feel emotion right now, and it's not pushing you forward. It's getting you to think the same, stay the same. That is protecting your comfort. Let's be real. It does not progress you. Emotions do not progress you. Discipline does. Momentum comes through discipline. Every time you discipline, every time you do that now. If you don't want to do it now. That's the rule. That's how you get momentum. Discipline is not a punishment. It is self-respect. Power doesn't exist until the current moves. You can't think your way into confidence. It needs actions. You can't steer a parked car. Clarity arrives not before you move, but after. Ask anybody with the long term. Did you have a real clarity before? You didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know if the stock was going to go up or down. Make a couple of moves. Tell me you don't have clarity. Hold the long term for a year. Tell me you don't have clarity. Actions bring mistakes. But you're still going to move. And even a mistake will create discipline. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to move. If you don't act immediately, especially in good, your brain is going to make up excuses. Stop asking what if and ask what is next. You do not wait for power. You create it. You use the authority you already have and create it. You're not waiting on anything. Don't wait for motivations or signs. Just get moving. And this is my favorite part of yesterday. Pain is coming either way. I'm shocked at how many people don't get this. Ask anybody who got everything they wanted and were surprised. I did all the right things. I made the money. I got the job. I raised my family. You still got pain, did you not? The question was how much pain you got or whether you dealt with the pain earlier or later. Think about it. Pain is happening either way. No one is escaping it. Effort takes your energy. Regret takes your soul. My brother, you are going to suffer no matter what. But the real kicker is you get to decide how. Choose your pain wisely. Sacrifice the comfort today. You don't pay the pain bill later. Keep your comfort today. You pay the pain bill later with regret. Today it costs your comfort. Later it's regret. One of them has a way higher price. Oh, I love it. So let's finish the rest of it. This was from yesterday. Where is it?
Carefully. Listen carefully. The word, the dream you let die, that kind of regret eats you alive. You can recover from failure. You cannot recover from the life you never lived. The pain of effort is a sign that you're in the fight. It means you're alive, growing, evolving. T means you're choosing to matter. Regret is the mark of surrender, proof that you let the moment pass. So when it hurts, remind yourself, this is the good pain. This is the pain that builds champions. This is the pain that forges legacy. Let it burn. Let it test you. Let it carve away your weakness. Because on the other side of that pain lies freedom. The freedom to look back and say, I gave everything. Every great one you admire, the athletes, the leaders, the builders, they've all felt the pain of effort. They've all faced days when quitting felt easier. But they chose to endure. They traded comfort for growth, excuses for results, fear for action. And because they did, they never have to wonder, what if I had tried? Hebrew, you are no different. The same fire lives in you. The same choice stands before you. Every morning, every task, every test, it's the same decision, suffer now or suffer later. The pain of discipline or the pain of disappointment. The pain that lifts you or the pain that buries you. So don't run from effort. Embrace it, chase it, respect it. Because the pain you feel today is the power you carry tomorrow. Let every drop of sweat remind you that you are alive, moving, and creating a life worth living. And when the day comes that you look back, you'll feel something far more powerful than regret. You'll feel pride. Remember, pain is guaranteed, but growth is optional. Choose the pain that pushes you forward, not the one that drags you down. Choose the fire of effort, not the ashes of regret. Because at the end of it all, only one pain will make you stronger. Until you command your mind, it will command you. And if your mind rules you, your life will never be your own. The greatest battlefield you will ever face is not out there in the world. It's inside your head. Your thoughts shape your actions shape your habits, and your habits shape your destiny. If you don't take control of your mind, it will take control of you. The disciplined mind is a wild beast. It chases distractions, feeds on fear, and runs toward comfort. But when you learn to master it, you become unstoppable. Every success, every breakthrough, every victory starts with one thing: mental control. The strongest people are not those without weakness or doubt. They are the ones who have trained their minds to obey their commands. They feel fear but move anyway. They feel pain but keep pushing. They don't wait for clarity. They create it through focus. Your mind is both your greatest weapon and your greatest weakness. Left unchecked, it will sabotage you. It will whisper excuses, amplify problems, and convince you that comfort is safety. But safety kills growth. You can't build greatness while your mind is running on autopilot. You must take the wheel, steer it with force, and demand direction. When your mind says, I can't, you respond, watch me. When it says tomorrow, you command now. When it says I'm tired, you remind it who's in charge. That's how you build strength, by refusing to negotiate with weakness. The moment you let your emotions dictate your decisions, you lose control. But the moment you master your thoughts, you master your world. You must train your mind like a soldier, strict, focused, obedient. Every morning you wake up, you give it orders. We rise, we work, we win. You don't wait for permission. You don't ask how you feel, you decide. Because if your mind senses hesitation, it will exploit it. It will push you toward laziness, distraction, and fear. The untrained mind is a liar. It creates excuses to protect your comfort, not your growth. Understand this truth. Your mind is your servant, not your master. Its job is to follow, not to lead. But you must teach it that. You must show it through repetition and discipline that you are in charge. Every time you act in defiance of your feelings, you reinforce authority. Every time you push when it says stop, you build mental armor. Over time, why? Our mind learns. This one doesn't quit. That's the real secret of mental mastery. You don't silence weakness, you overpower it with action. You don't eliminate fear, you command movement despite it. Each time you win that internal war, you grow stronger. And that strength compounds. It becomes the edge that separates the average from the elite. Look at the people who dominate their fields. They all have one thing in common. They control their focus. When others panic, they stay calm. When others complain, they adapt. They don't waste energy on what they can't control. They direct it toward what they can. That is command. That is power. The undisciplined mind spends its days chasing noise, scrolling, comparing, reacting. It lives in a fog of distraction. But the trained mind, it lives in clarity. It sees goals, not gossip. It sees opportunities, not obstacles. It doesn't need external motivation because it has internal direction. That's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Hey, Brew, you must realize your mind is programmable. Every thought you repeat becomes a command. So stop feeding it weakness. Stop saying, I can't, I'm tired, I'm not ready. Each phrase you speak is an order. You're either programming your mind for power or for paralysis. Speak strength. Think direction. Command results. When your thoughts drift toward fear, pull them back to focus. When you start doubting, remind yourself of your mission. You are the general of your inner army. You can't win external battles while losing the internal ones. That's why mastery of self is the foundation of all greatness. There will be days when your mind rebels, when it tries to drag you back into comfort, when it whispers that you've done enough. But that's the moment of truth. That's when leaders rise. You don't let the mind decide, you give it orders. You say, we're not done until it's finished. Because every time you finish what you start, you remind your brain who's boss, commanding your M. End is not about being emotionless. It's about being unstoppable. You'll still feel pain, fear, and fatigue, but you'll act anyway. You'll acknowledge emotion without obeying it. That's true power, doing what must be done no matter how you feel. We start today. Build mental rituals that strengthen control. Silence negativity with affirmations of intent. Replace overthinking with action. Replace doubt with discipline. Train daily because an untrained mind returns to weakness. Command it, shape it, sharpen it, until it obeys without question. You must remember this, your life is a reflection of your mind's strength. Weak thoughts create weak outcomes. Powerful thoughts create powerful results. When you master your mind, no challenge can break you, no setback can define you, no failure can stop you, because the mind that obeys you is the ultimate weapon. So, command your mind. Don't wait for it to feel ready. Don't wait for motivation. Are the commander. The mind is the soldier. Give ye the order, move with force, and never retreat. Because once you master the battlefield within, the world outside has no power over you. Comfort is a silent killer. It doesn't destroy you all at once. It drains your strength, your hunger, and your potential one lazy day at a time. E. Brewer, the comfort zone is a beautiful prison. It looks safe, it feels warm, but it slowly suffocates your greatness. It whispers, "You're fine here," while it steals your ambition piece by piece. Every dream that dies, every goal that fades, every potential that's wasted, it all starts with one lie: I'll stay where I am. Hebrew, you must understand, nothing extraordinary grows in comfort. Nothing powerful is built in ease. Comfort zone is the graveyard of potential, where people trade their purpose for pleasure. It's where average people hide from the pain of growth and call it peace. But peace without progress is poison. Abroshan, look around. World's strongest minds, the toughest bodies, the most successful souls. None of them were born in comfort. They were forged in struggle. Pressure built them. Discomfort shaped them. The pain you run from is the same pain that builds your edge. Every time you avoid it, you weaken your spirit. Every time you face it, you sharpen it. Ebro, your comfort zone feeds you excuses. You've done enough. You deserve a break. Take it easy. But those are lies designed to trap you in mediocrity. The truth is, comfort never gave anyone freedom. It only gave them regret. The people who live small lives didn't fail. They just stopped trying. They settled for good enough, but good enough is the enemy of greatness. Abra growth begins the moment you step into discomfort. That's where fear lives, where challenge waits, where transformation begins. Every great achievement hides behind a wall of pain, not because the pain is punishment, but because it's proof. Proof that you're alive, proof that you're growing, proof that you're becoming more. Bieber Shell, you can't evolve by staying the same. E. If your life feels easy, it's a warning sign. It means you've stopped stretching. It means you've stopped chasing. It means you've stopped becoming. The body weakens without resistance, the mind dulls without challenge, and the spirit fades without struggle. You must develop a warrior mindset, one that craves challenge, one that sees discomfort not as danger, but as a signal, I'm on the right path. Every time you step beyond comfort, you discover another layer of your power. It's not about pain for the sake of pain, it's about growth for the sake of purpose. Think about it. What's the comfort zone made of? Familiar routines, easy habits, predictable outcomes. It's safe, yes, but it's also empty. You know exactly what tomorrow looks like because it's the same as yesterday. That's not living, that's existing. You weren't built for that. You were built to expand, to push limits, to rise through resistance. A brook of comfort tells you to avoid failure. Growth demands you embrace it. Every time you fail, you learn. Every time you struggle, you grow. Every time you push through fear, you evolve. That's the law of life. Progress is paid for in discomfort. You must make discomfort your new normal. Wake up earlier than you want to. Do the work when you don't feel like it. Take the risk that scares you. Speak when your voice shakes. Go where you've never gone. Every time you choose the harder path, you break the chains of comfort that keep others stuck. Ibra, and yes, it will hurt. It will test your patience, your will, your strength. But that pain is temporary. The pride you'll feel after, that lasts forever. Because once you taste growth, once you feel what it's like to overcome your limits, you'll never want to go back. You'll realize that real comfort comes from control, from knowing you can handle whatever comes. You can't inspire anyone from your comfort zone. You can't lead, you can't build, you can't conquer. Every step toward greatness requires risk. Risk of failure, risk of pain, risk of judgment. But those risks are the price of becoming something real. Comfort asks for nothing but takes everything. Discomfort demands everything but gives back more than you can imagine. So destroy the illusion. Step into the fire. Let it burn away your weakness. Let it expose your strength. That's where you'll find out who you really are, not when life is easy, but when it's hard and you choose to keep moving anyway. The comfort zone feels safe because it's familiar, not because it's right. The mind loves patterns, even the ones that limit you. But once you decide to break them, once you decide to walk toward the edge, the world opens up.
Pfizer and
Every
Myrna.
dream you've ever had lives on the other
Downside stick on both of them. It's probably something related to vaccines. It's small for now, but it's moving.
side of fear. Ibrahui, and here's the truth. You'll never be ready. You'll never feel completely confident. You'll never have the perfect moment. You just have to move. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to act despite it. And every time you act, the fear shrinks, the strain. GTH grows and the comfort zone dies. Ibrahui, don't let comfort seduce you. Don't let it make you soft. Comfort will offer you sleep when you should be grinding, distractions when you should be focused, excuses when you should be committed. Kill it. Every time it speaks, move faster. Every time it tempts, act harder. Every time it says stop, push one step further. Because when you destroy your comfort zone, you discover something far more powerful. Freedom. The freedom to grow, to achieve, to live fully, to become everything you were meant to be. So make it a law. If it scares you, do it. If it challenges you, face it. If it hurts, learn from it. That's where the real life begins, just outside your comfort zone. Hebrew will remember, comfort weakens, challenge awakens, choose the fire, the cage, and rise. Motivation gets you started, but consistency keeps you moving, and only movement builds mastery. Everyone loves the feeling of motivation, that rush of excitement, that burst of energy, that makes you believe you can conquer the world. But here's the truth. Motivation is fragile. It fades. It changes with your mood, your environment, your circumstances. It's a spark, not a power source. And if you depend on it, you'll never last long enough to win. Hebrew winners don't rely on how they feel. They rely on what they do. They understand that motivation is an emotion, but consistency is a habit. Emotion is unstable, but habit is unbreakable. The difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is not who's more motivated, it's who's more consistent. Anyone can work hard on the days they feel good, but champions work hard on the days they don't. They show up when it's boring. They grind when it's painful. They execute when no one's watching. Because they know consistency is the foundation of greatness. It's what separates the ones who talk about success from the ones who build it. Ibrahui, motivation may get you to the gym once. Consistency builds the body. Motivation may help you star. TA project. Consistency finishes it. Motivation gives you moments. Consistency gives you momentum. And momentum is power. Once you build it, it carries you forward, even when your mind wants to quit. Hebrew. The truth is, results don't care about your mood. Discipline doesn't care about your feelings. The world rewards those who keep showing up, day after day, rep after rep, task after task, because consistency is the one force that compounds. What seems small and meaningless today becomes massive over time. That's how transformation happens, quietly, slowly, through relentless repetition. Hebrew consistency isn't glamorous, it's not dramatic, it's not fueled by adrenaline, it's built in silence. It's built when you drag yourself out of bed when no one will know if you don't. It's built when you stay focused while everyone else is distracted. It's built when you do the same thing over and over until mastery replaces motivation. Understand this, motivation starts the journey, consistency finishes it. You don't need to feel inspired to act. You need to act until inspiration appears. The act of doing creates energy. The discipline of showing up creates belief. The routine builds strength. Every consistent action trains your brain to operate on command, not emotion. Consistency is the ultimate equalizer. You don't have to be the smartest, the fastest, or the most talented. If you're the most consistent, you will win. Because consistency outlasts talent. It outworks luck. It outperforms everything. Time bends in favor of those who stay the course. Look at anyone who's built something great, a business, a body, a career, a legacy, and you'll find the same story. Not constant motivation, but constant motion. They didn't wake up every day feeling like doing it, but they did it anyway. They learned to depend on their routine, not their emotions. And over time, that discipline built unshakable confidence. You see, Motivation is temporary fuel. It runs out fast. Consistency is the eng, ine that keeps going. The secret is to stop chasing feelings and start creating systems. Systems don't care about emotion. They're designed to make success automatic. When you have a system, a set of actions you follow daily, you no longer need motivation to begin. You just do it because that's who you are. Ibrakwe, and that's the goal, to make discipline your identity, to make consistency your nature, to reach a point where you don't need to talk yourself into action because action has become instinct. That's real freedom. That's real power. Abrawi, you can't wait for the perfect mood, the perfect time, the perfect energy. You'll waste your life waiting. The perfect time is now. You must train yourself to move first and feel later. Because once you start moving, the feeling will come. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Consistency is not about perfection. It's about persistence. You'll have bad days, missteps, and failures, but you keep showing up. You reset, refocus, and are etern. That's how progress is built, not in giant leaps, but in relentless steps. Every day you show up is a victory. Every time you choose effort over excuse, you strengthen your foundation. The mind loves comfort and novelty. That's why motivation feels exciting and consistency feels boring. But understand, boredom is the doorway to mastery. When others quit because it's repetitive, you keep going. That's where skill deepens, focus sharpens, and strength multiplies. And one day, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. Not because of one moment of motivation, but because of 1,000 days of consistency. The grind, the repetition, the discipline. That's what made you powerful. So when your energy fades, when your motivation disappears, when you feel like you've lost the spark, don't stop. Don't wait to feel ready again. Do the work. Stick to the process. Trust the routine. Because consistency doesn't just build success, it builds character. It turns ordinary effort into unstoppable momentum. It makes you the kind of person who finishes what they start, who shows up no matter what, who others can depend on, but most importantly, someone you can depend on. Hebrew, remember this truth: motivation is an emotion. Consistency is a decision. Ibrakwi and decisions, not feelings, shape your destiny. Stop waiting for someone to approve your path. Greatness doesn't ask for permission, it takes action. Every single day, countless dreams die quietly. Not because they were impossible, but because someone was waiting for approval to chase them, waiting for validation, waiting for a sign, waiting for someone to say, "You're ready." But here's the hard truth. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to hand you the confidence, the green light, or the belief. You either move or you remain stuck. The world belongs to the ones who act without permission, the ones who don't wait to be chosen. They choose themselves. The ones who don't beg for opportunity, they create it. The ones who don't ask if it's okay to chase greatness, they decide it is. If you're waiting for everyone around you to understand your dream, you'll wait forever, because most people are too afraid to chase their own. Brother, you must understand this. You don't need validation to start. You don't need approval to rise. You don't need anyone's blessing to build something meaningful. The only permission you need is your own. Every time you hesitate because someone might disapprove, you surrender your power. Every time you hold back because you fear judgment, you silence your potential. And every time you delay your dream, waiting for support, you're letting someone else write your story. Listen, nobody will ever feel your fire the way you do. Nobody can see what you see. That vision in your mind is your responsibility, not theirs. If it burns inside you, it's because you're the one meant to bring it to life. Stop explaining your purpose to people who don't have your hunger. Stop seeking apple. Awes from those who've never dared to move. You were not born to fit in. You were born to stand out. The truth is, permission is a cage, a soft, invisible one that keeps people comfortable but powerless. When you wait for someone else to say go, You give them control over your destiny. You let their fears become your limits. But the moment you realize that you are the authority of your own life, everything changes. You stop asking, you start doing. You stop hoping, you start building. You stop waiting, you start winning. Look at every great figure in history. The inventors, the leaders, the creators, the warriors. None of them waited for approval. They moved forward when people called them crazy. They acted when no one believed. They trusted their own vision when others couldn't see it. Because true greatness doesn't come from acceptance. It comes from defiance, from breaking away from the opinions of the ordinary, from deciding that your belief matters more than their doubts. Hebrew Wachyo. You have to take ownership of your life. You have to say, this is my time, my journey, my choice. You cannot afford to live according to someone else's expectations. The same people you're trying to impress are too busy worrying about their own insecurities. Stop playing small because you fear judgment. The truth is, people will talk whether you win or lose, so you might as well win. Permission seekers wait. Warriors move. Permission seekers analyze endlessly. Warriors execute relentlessly. Permission seekers fear criticism. Warriors crave progress. You have to decide which one you are. Are you the person who keeps asking, is this okay, or the one who says, watch me do it anyway? No one can define your limits unless you let them. No one can tell you what's possible unless you believe them. The moment you stop asking and start acting, your entire life shifts. You start attracting opportunities because boldness commands respect. People follow those who move with certainty, not because. Use their special, but because they decided. The truth is, every time you take action without permission, you strengthen your independence. You build a mindset that says, I create my own path. And once that belief becomes part of you, you become unstoppable. You stop chasing approval and start chasing progress. You stop fearing rejection because you realize rejection can't destroy someone who moves forward regardless. If you want to build something great, you will be misunderstood. You will be criticized. You will be doubted. But none of that matters. What matters is that you keep going. Because those who once mocked your vision will one day call it genius. Those who once ignored your effort will one day call it destiny. But none of that happens if you never start. So stop waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect audience. Start where you are. Move with what you have. Speak even when your voice shakes. Work even when your hands tremble. Every powerful person you admire began with uncertainty, but they moved anyway. That's what made them powerful. Every second you wait for permission is a second wasted. Life rewards those who take charge. The more you act, the more capable you become. The more you decide for yourself, the stronger your confidence grows. Permission is comfort. Action is power. The day you stop needing someone to tell you it's okay to dream, that's the day you begin to live. The day you stop waiting to be noticed, that's the day you start winning. The day you realize your approval is enough, that's the day the world starts taking you seriously. Hebrew, you don't need validation. You don't need acceptance. You don't need permission. What you need is courage, the courage to trust yourself when no one else does. The courage to act when everything inside you is unsure. The courage to say, I will do this, no matter what. So make the decision. From this moment forward, you will not ask the world to allow you to rise. You will rise. Because you decided you're done waiting. You will walk your path because you created it. You will take what's yours, not by force, but by faith and fire. Hebrew hui, because real power begins the moment you stop asking for it. Starting is easy, finishing is rare. Winners are not defined by how fast they begin, but by how fiercely they finish. Everyone loves to start. Everyone loves the excitement of new beginnings, the rush, the passion, the vision of what could be. But here's the cold truth. The world is full of starters and empty of finishers. Because finishing requires something most people run from: pain, persistence, and patience. A. Brook winners don't quit halfway. They don't surrender when it gets heavy. They don't celebrate halfway to the finish line. They keep pushing even when it hurts, even when the progress is invisible, even when no one's watching, because they know unfinished work produces unfinished potential. A. Brook starting takes motivation. Finishing takes discipline. It's easy to beg in when the energy is high. It's easy to talk big when the vision feels exciting. But the middle, that brutal, silent stretch where results are slow and doubts get loud, that's where the weak vanish and the strong are born. When things get tough, most people look for exits. Winners look for endurance. They've trained their minds to focus on completion, not comfort, because they understand the final 10% of the journey is where the power lies. That's where mastery lives. That's where character is carved. Anyone can start strong, but only those who finish strong taste victory. Finishing is a mindset. It's a decision you make long before the struggle begins. It's saying, no matter what happens, I'm not stopping until it's done. It's not about talent or luck, it's about commitment. You don't need to feel inspired to finish. You need to feel responsible. Responsible for your word, responsible for your dream, responsible for your future. Hebrew key. Because when you quit halfway, you don't just lose progress. You lose trust in yourself. Every time you abandon a goal, you teach your mind that giving up is acceptable. And once quitting becomes a habit, greatness becomes impossible. But when you finish, when you complete what you started, you build something far more powerful than success. You build self-respect. Abra winners protect their word like gold. If they say they'll do it, they do it, even when it costs them comfort. They understand that success doesn't just depend on how hard you work, but on how long you can stay committed when no one believes in you. The weak let feelings decide. The strong let promises lead. Ask yourself this: how many dreams have you buried because you stopped too soon? How many goals did you almost reach before you let fatigue or fear win? Most people don't fail because they lacked potential. They fail because they quit right before the breakthrough. Abra, the universe rewards finishers. Every step you take beyond the point where most people stop, you enter a space with less competition. Few people have the courage to persist when the struggle feels endless. But those who do, they rise above the rest. They build legacies while others make excuses. Ebrook finishing requires focus. You can't chase 100 things and complete nothing. Winners choose one target and give it everything. They direct their energy, attention, and time into what truly matters. They're not interested in looking busy. They're obsessed with producing results because they know completion creates confidence. Abroe, when you finish what you start, you build momentum. Momentum fuels belief. Belief fuels dominance. That's why finishing one goal, no matter how small, is powerful. It rewires your brain to expect victory. It reminds you that you can depend on yourself, that you're not just a talker, you're a closer. Thee doesn't remember those who almost did. It remembers those who did it. The record books don't list attempts, they list achievements. The crowd see, here's for those who crossed the line, not those who came close. You don't get rewarded for intention, you get rewarded for execution. Ebrook key finishing isn't glamorous. It's late nights, it's repetition, sacrifice, it's fighting through doubt, fatigue, and boredom. It's continuing when everyone else has stopped. That's what builds warriors. That's what forges greatness. The finish line doesn't test your talent. It tests your heart. When your mind screams quit, that's your opportunity to separate yourself from the rest. That's the moment where legends are made. Every finisher has faced that moment. When the body is weak, the mind is tired, and the soul whispers, keep going. And those who listen to that whisper, they win. They win. Baby, the key is to make finishing your identity. Don't just be someone who starts projects. Be someone who completes them. Build a reputation with yourself that says, if I begin it, I finish it. because that mindset spills into everything. Your work, your health, your relationships, your purpose. Hey bro, you must develop an obsession with closure. Unfinished business is wasted potential. Every incomplete task drains your energy and focus. Every finished task strengthens your power and clarity. Winners don't rest until the mission is accomplished. They understand that peace comes only when the job is done. Even when no one notices, finish. Even when the reward seems small, finish. Even when you're tired, finish. Because each completion is proof that you are stronger than distraction, tougher than doubt, and greater than circumstance. Hebrew, remember this truth. Starting is a statement, finishing is proof. Proof that you had the strength to endure. Proof that you honored your commitment. Proof that you refused to settle for halfway. So from this moment forward, make a promise, not to others but to yourself. I finish what I start. No more half-built dreams, no more abandoned goals, no more almost. You are not here to start stories, you are here to complete. Key brother, because in the end, the world doesn't belong to those who began the race, it belongs to those who crossed the line. Hebrew, finish, always. Hebrew, listen closely. This is where everything comes together. You've heard it all. Discipline over emotion. Action that creates power, the pain of effort or the pain of regret. Command over your mind, killing the comfort zone, the supremacy of consistency, never asking permission, and the truth that winners finish what they start. But all of it means nothing if you don't move now. Every great philosophy, every motivational word, every strategy collapses without one thing: execution. The ability to make yourself do what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. That's the core. That's the difference between a dreamer and a doer, between the almost and the unstoppable. Understand this: your life will not change because you wish it to. It will change the day you decide you've had enough, the day you stop negotiating with laziness, stop making excuses, and start commanding yourself like a warrior. Your emotions are not your guide. Your decisions are. You are not a victim of moods. You are the master of motion. Every second you hesitate, your potential fades. Every delay steals a piece of your destiny. You are not waiting for the perfect time. You are wasting it. The perfect time is right now. The perfect weapon is your will. The perfect plan is progress. A virtue of the world won't hand you success. It will test you for it. It will challenge your patience, your focus, your heart. It will ask, how bad do you want it? And your answer can't be words. It must be action. When the body is tired, act. When the mind is doubtful, act. When the motivation is gone, act. Because action is the antidote to weakness. Action builds confidence. Action builds power. You must learn to operate on command. Winners don't wait to feel right. They move because they've decided to. They push through the discomfort, through the no know why. See, through the fear, because they've made one rule that governs their life. I finish what I start. There will be days you feel empty, days where nothing seems to move, days when quitting will whisper in your ear. Those are the days that define you. Those are the moments where champions are built. Anyone can work hard when they feel inspired, but greatness belongs to those who grind when the feeling is gone. Every time you act when it's hard, you strengthen your will. Every time you choose effort over excuse, you build unshakable discipline. Every time you finish, you tell the world and yourself, I am not like the rest. Hey, bro, you don't need permission. You don't need applause. You don't need validation. You only need the courage to start and the will to continue. You are your own leader, your own authority, your own weapon. No one can give you that. You build it through daily action, through self-respect, through consistency. Abroe, when you train your mind to obey you, not your emotions, no. The comfort, not the doubt, you become unstoppable. That's the ultimate victory, mastery over self. Because once you can control you, nothing external can stop you. Abru, the clock is ticking. The world moves fast. You either act now or you watch others live the life you wanted. You either lead yourself or you get led by fear. You either finish or you fade. There is no middle ground. So decide, not tomorrow, not someday, now. Decide that you will no longer start things and leave them half done. Decide that you will no longer chase comfort while your purpose starves. Decide that you will force yourself, not sometimes, but always, to get things done. Bro, creed, discipline over emotion, action over hesitation, pain over regret, control over chaos, progress over perfection, commitment over convenience, decision over doubt. Eber queer, because in the end, your results will not reflect what you felt. They will reflect what you finished. So rise, move, execute. Hebrew, no more waiting. No more excuses, no more permission. Force yourself to get things done and let the world feel your power. Listen carefully. Abra. Nothing extraordinary is ever built on...
So yeah, it's over now. So this is, I don't know if you guys noticed, some of it is like, bro, it's the AI. So it's like took one of the OG Napoleon Hills. I forgot which one it's from, but the title I have on this one is Force Yourself to Get Things Done by Napoleon Hill. And I hope y'all were listening though too. Again, we had this on yesterday. You could come back to this Philo if you don't find the clip, but I hope you didn't miss some of the things asking what it was. But my goodness, Chad, do you get it? Are y'all, I hope you are both inspired, but as we just got to learn here, inspiration, motivation does not matter. What matters? I think you should know it by now. Because I don't know, that was very motivating. Like I said, every time I play one of these old ones, someone's like, what is this? This is exciting. Ooh. Action. So I'm glad it ended on that, because that's all I keep telling you, man. You go listen to any of this stuff, bro. This is what we were saying from the beginning of the week. Remember last Friday? I told you, man, y'all should let this change your life. But you're going to do that by acting right now. You are either weakening it or strengthening it. That's what I said, bro, because like at some point, if you listen every day and there's no movement, all you're doing is training the opposite. So I'll start with the end there with action, but did you hear what he said? I wrote down probably 50 different things. Pain is guaranteed. Growth is optional. The strongest are those who make their minds obey their commands. Again, you become what you think about. We talk a lot about the mind. That's one of the OG things, but do you get that? Your mind is a servant. You get to tell it what to do. No matter what you are, again, we're all going to think stuff. We're all going to have emotions. Every single one of us. You are going to get doubt. You're going to have to hear people. You're going to get a lot of ideas. Does not matter. What matters is that you are the one commanding it. Your greatest weapon or your greatest weakness is going to be your mind. Comfort is safety. You cannot build greatness on autopilot. Your mind says tomorrow, you say now. Your mind says you're tired, you remind it who is in control. If emotions dictate your decisions, you lost control. And that's not, oh, I'm emotional. Oh, I'm mad, I'm sad. No. The emotion of, I don't want to do this. Oh, what's the point? Think about it. Are you worried about losing control or not? You think it has to do with what do you think crashing out is? You know that? You know how many times I see people say crashing out? My guy, you're getting fueled on emotions, why you will or won't. Now, nothing to do with discipline, nothing to do with an action, nothing to do, that's losing control. You have to control your mind. It will listen to you. The job of your mind is to follow, not to master. You have this powerful thing, and its job is to follow whatever you tell it to do. If you don't silence weakness or fear, that is going to take over. And how do you overpower weakness? How do you overpower its fear? It's going to be there. Do you not get it? It's for everybody. That's why I love it. The authority. We all go through the same thing. You have to build the habit of controlling your mind. You are going to overpower every fear. It's not going to go away. You're going to overpower it with action. It's not about being emotionless. It is about being unstoppable. You could have the emotion. You could have the tired. You could have the fear. You could have the doubt. You need to learn how to overpower it. Doesn't mean it's going to stop you. You're going to get it all. Pain, fatigue, you name it. You command above it. This is one I think is very important. Do not forget this. The untrained mind returns to weakness. Oh, yeah, I know it. I did it, yeah. Doesn't matter. This is a daily thing. Because you guys realize that, right? You could go backwards. I've seen this happen. I've done this myself. Your default setting of your mind is comfort and weakness. Anytime you fail to train it, anytime you fail to command it, it's going to go back to its default setting. It's going to find a way to wiggle there. Peace without progression is poison. Be at peace, my brother. I love peace. You know, I feel peace more days than not, if not all the time. But it has to be paired with progress. Do you not get it? I don't know if you guys understand why I'm so obsessed with it. Having peace without any progress, that's poison. What is it doing? That's comfort. That's just another way for comfort. And that pain you are running away from, the thing making you uncomfortable, that is your edge. Comfort never gave anybody freedom, only regret. Comfort asks for nothing and takes everything. Discomfort asks for a lot, but gives way more than it takes. Literally, don't do anything. Listen to all of this. Listen to everything all year. Listen to all the wisdom you want. Do nothing. Guess what? It costs you nothing. It's easy. It's not going to ask you to do anything. Just stay right there. And then it takes way more than it asks for. Or vice versa. You could deal with a little bit. Deal with a little discomfort. Pay it up front. It's going to give you, if you thought that discomfort now was a lot, imagine what it's going to give you on the back end. Comfort weakens, challenge awakens. NVIDIA chips will face U.S. scrutiny before any exports. That was a WSJ. Didn't even move. Choose your cage, choose your fire. Woo! I love it. Again, you get to choose your cage. You could choose what burns you. Are you going to get burned by regret, or are you going to get burned by the discomfort? What do you want? Some of y'all said choose your frustration was one of the best lessons this year. Great. Choose your cage. Are you going to be confined by comfort, or are you going to be confined by discomfort? Which one is offering you a better home? The game, my friends, and I hope you take this into next year. I hope you find something to start. or keep going if you're already on it. The game is about consistency, not who's more motivated. Motivation gives you moments. Consistency gives you momentum. We were talking about this yesterday because this is a big one. I like momentum. If you messed up right now and you're like, how do I get back on it? I tell you to build momentum. So what does that mean? Consistency. Motivation will get you up. I know, that was exciting listening to it. You are still going to go to bed and wake up tomorrow. You are not going to have this playing. Even then, even if you ask for the title, you're like, I want to hear this. I bet you won't even play it tomorrow. Because then something else going to come up, and then think about it. You need to hardwire all of this into your life. And you're going to do that through consistency. Results don't care about your mood. Discipline does not care about your feelings. Motivation will start the journey. Consistency is what will finish it. So you don't need to chase the feeling. Stop chasing the feeling. Create a system, a schedule. The more you get movement, the more you get belief. You get a schedule, it reinforces everything. What's your system? I'd love this. Make discipline your identity, consistency your nature. Let action become your instinct. You know why I like this? Everybody nowadays, is everything not about identity? Everyone, they got identity crisis, identity politics. Have you noticed? It's all identity. Make discipline your identity. Make consistency your identity. That's a problem. That's a problem with identity politics, because one day it's this, next day it's that. It's like that for 3 years. What happened 4 years ago? ESG, you name it. People made identities, all that, and then switch. Oh, it was just this. No, consistency. Set out on your goal. Set out on a commitment to yourself. Set out on a commitment to your future. A commitment to literally, I will choose my cage now. I would rather suffer the discomfort, the criticism, you name it, for what you get on the back end. That should become your nature. People have always asked me with that. Even the market's instinct. The instinct for the right play, moving, not getting caught up in the craziness. How are you going to do that? It's developed through action. Momentum comes through discipline. You get it moving. You keep acting. You're going to keep getting clarity on it. It's going to become your instinct. Oh man, I hope your instinct starts to become save 10% and then put it towards growing. Think about it. That's why I said I was so proud of some of y'all, because that has became an instinct. You didn't start that way. You didn't even know about it. Then you started doing it. You had a system for it. You were disciplined. You made your long-term about you. And then what happened? It became your nature, your instinct. Killer, bro. Move first, feel later. You are going to feel something regardless, and you will feel something after. It's better to feel after you move rather than feel before you move. Does that make sense? In this whole game, brother, your life, your future, greatness, it's not about giant leaps. It's about relentless steps. That's really what it is. That's the trap. You think it's out of reach. People want to go and they say, I got to go take a giant leap. I will sacrifice. I will risk taking a giant leap backwards so I could make a giant leap forward. No. All you got to do is be relentless. Little baby steps. Relentlessly. You do that, anything you want is yours. Like I told you, I heard a lot of this stuff a long time ago. I'm glad I did. Because that's all it took. Relentless. Relentless steps is going to beat giant leaps every day. Boredom is the door to mastery. Like you said, man, your mind don't like this. No, think about it. It's not. None of this is sexy. None of this is attractive. Oh, but it works. Motivation is an emotion. Consistency is a decision. You'll feel motivation. You got to decide to be consistent. That's why I keep saying, decide today. Take action today. That's a decision. I bet you there's an emotion that comes after that. Act before the feeling. Oh, you're going to build up a great instinct. Again, you should have discipline before it. Permission is a cage. It is comfortable but not powerful. What are you waiting on? If you're waiting on someone to tell you, waiting on someone to approve your development, your personal development, you're waiting on people to approve you wanting to build this instinct, my guy, you're going to wait for nothing. It doesn't require anybody to play along. You realize that, right? The moment you decide it's worth it and you want it, that's it. No one's going to understand. I don't know what's inside of you. I don't know what vision you have. You know that, right? I don't know what God has put in your heart. I do know consistency. I know discipline. And I know you'll get it if that's what you do. But if you're waiting on somebody, what's the point? This is why a big thing I've been trying to... What's the point of following? I've been saying all year, man. You can't... All that's doing is weakening your spirit. You could have a mastermind. You could have things to build you up. You could have resources. But the only thing that's going to make you decide and stay consistent is you. And if you're waiting for people to understand it before you continue, it's just like waiting till the stock hits an all-time high before buying. It's not going to work like that. Only you are responsible for you. Whether you fail or succeed. Whether you finish. Whether you weaken your spirit or strengthen it, that's on you. You do not need to be inspired, or you do not need permission to finish. You need to be responsible. So I think a great way to end it, man. I like that he said it very simply. You've heard this before too. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? That question cannot be answered in words. Only in action. How bad do you want it? I wanted this. I went through this. It doesn't matter. Oh, hit us with the trap beat? Action. That's going to show how bad. Building up your system, your discipline. Going off decision rather than emotions. Building consistency. That's all going to show how bad you want it. So, Chad, take that to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. God bless. Oh, I love it, man. And I'm glad so many of you got exposed to this. We're gonna keep doing it. But again, I'm scared though too. You know why? Because if you keep hearing this and you keep building up the spirit of doing nothing with it, that's not good. It's worse. You understand, right? Imagine hearing all these truths. Again, these things came 30, 40 years before me. It's kind of crazy. You have to take action. You don't realize it. You're building consistency right now, but you might be doing it in the other way. We're all in a cage. You are just choosing the cage of comfort. So that's what I'm worried about. But I do think this year, man, I think some of y'all see. These should be able to describe and identify what I believe in. Why I move how I move with it. This is what I'm saying, man. There's a lot of us here. And that could be a lot of greatness. I actually expect, that's all I expect. A real level of consistency, a real level of movement. How bad do you want it? Oh, I hope you show it. Woo! Don't get me started. I thought I already ended the Philo. Amen. Amen. Jesus. Praise God. Amen, amen. It's a call, baby. Hey. Yeah. If we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there. I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared. Big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear. No fear. Oh dear, who you trying to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Nah, it's done. Daddy said it's finished. Made me in his image, but that always made me timid. Wonder why we different, don't you ever get it twisted. It's the only way we get it, set apart from the start. And the heart isn't ours. It's a hippie with the love, but it's David with the sword. I want peace, so that means you gon' kill me if it's war. Nietzsche, Trotsky, can't beach on the ark. Want it easy or hard, want a genie or a god. Then believe me, lil' bro, you a child, you a son of the highest in the bud. Don't deny it, we don't like it when they tell us who we are. I can tell you who I was, I can tell you who he is. I can make another song that's telling y'all about the crib. But for a second, keep it real, it's not the reason they will kill. It's the freedom in believing, they want death to bring the will. But I'd rather have it now, and I ain't never backing down. Lion gonna eat me or turn his ass around. Either way, I will remain up in his name and say it proud. Here, let's say it now. Jesus. I put Jesus on the beat so I can listen to it. I got reason to believe that we living in it. You could say it's one hell of a decision in it. Ay, if we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there, I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear. No fear, oh dear, who you try to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Amen. It's the best time of year, Chad. God bless you. Hey, Merry Christmas from my family and missus. I hope you get the things that's not even on your wish list. I hope you find money doing laundry or the dishes. You a real one. The season will be great. I pray you never see traffic and you never running late. When you ask your crush out, she'll say yes to the date. And nobody getting mad if you leave food up on your plate. Merry Christmas. It got meaning if you give it some. I'm always praying for you and I'm praying for your little ones. Every time you look them in the face, no, you never done. Nah. Let that be motivating. I hope every drink you get comes pre-shaken. I hope your Uber don't cancel and is really patient. If you lose your wallet, nobody'll take it. They'll return it. Yup. See, I'm just happy if you happy, G. Every sweet you'll eat this year be made from 0 calories. These are all the blessings that I wish for both you and me. So, welcome to the family. But I got a gift for the haters too. I hope everywhere you go runs out of room. I hope every song you sing is sung out of tune. Everyone is happy and you're the one that's in the mood. I hope the dinner great, you get there, they run out of food. I hope you step on Legos every time you enter rooms. I hope you meet a pretty girl, but it's just a dude, and he doesn't even tell you by date 2. Hope you can't find your keys cause someone probably stole your car. I hope your Christmas tree falls and then cause a fireball. Hope you find easy parking and then they tow your car for no reason at all. I hope everywhere you go has construction. Everything you have to build will come with no instructions. I hope it doesn't function. I hope you miss the pothole, avoid it safely, then drive into the Hudson. I hope your family likes you less than all your cousins. I hope you're stressed cause you're bad at trading options. Actually, I hope it hits and then you get a gift. Then you feel like you can't miss, then triple up your shit. Get in the money quick. Then Robin Hood goes down and your orders don't submit. Then the problem still persists. By the time it gets refreshed, I hope all of it'll dip. Bye.
Bye.
Long term.
Right out. And then we good,
Hey,
baby.
Will, this shit is fucking cold.
Made a lot of money, hard not to be cocky, but I worked to get here. My name isn't Bronny. I am 5'6", but I still call her Shotty. I catch the dip, I do not catch a body. If the money quick, I will probably be cautious. You lever too much if the move make you nauseous. Difference between a rock and diamond is flawless. You don't save money, I find that appalling. Never been in battle, but I got a war chest. I believe in God, I don't make poor bets. Ask Pascal the wager and I'll tell you I'm legit. Sometimes you feed the haters cause the haters make you rich. On everything, my words could change your life. How you so stubborn when you never got it right? Admitting that you're wrong is the hardest thing to fight, but it's a pretty deep hole if you think dark's light. Save time, let's get right into it. It's still the truth even if I am a hypocrite. Blood on their hands but they tell you that they innocent. That's why I don't act, I'm just waiting on my sentencing. So judge that, balance sheet Biden. They really not black, they don't really got cash. If you don't know accounting, you won't laugh at that. They can't match my swag. Intellectual, and I bought some property. I told them be themselves, but some of them just copy me. I'm really not mad, I enjoy all types of comedy. Even if it's irony, how y'all still trying me? That sounds tiring. Pull up in a brand new, damn, that's inspiring. Stand your ground, but understand that I'm firing. You grinder guys, I'm the type who not retiring. Curve a bitch like indifference. You're a hoe, that's an inference. Is it refusal or just ignorance? I'ma pray for your deliverance, gang. Wait, the long term is my slang. You buying Mad 7, but I bought it when it's fang. You don't really got the juice, I don't even think you tang. How you gonna call it change when you in black, I think the same. You really fell for misdirection. I really hope that you're reflecting, but you don't wanna talk about it. Kinda sound like ivermectin, yikes. Shouldn't say that, Bible where I lay at. Know they get in trouble, but survival how I play that. Do you know the difference between a Benz and a Maybach? You can say the same about this life, cause we the same, man. That's a lesson, very least the bar. I have never golfed, but I know they subpar. A lot of people talk, that don't mean they got the cards. Use your head, gotta be strong if the head is always hard. Damn, like that. Never had a loss that I didn't get back. 1, 4, 5, 5x, quick math. I'm just talking minimums, a different blackjack. But I learned, waited for my turn, bro. You would think it's crypto, the way they try to burn, though they work but not pay. They ain't on a furlough. I called it communion before I called it Merlot. Story of my life. I could write a book, but I'd rather show you live. So let it ride. Long time.
Oh, Chatadonia. All right, man. I took a decent amount, but I can't believe we played that all, bro. I can't believe we played it all. God bless, baby. God bless. So, Chatadonia, we're back. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, man. So, yeah, I got, dude, legal. I got my massage. I got one yesterday. But I did cupping. And oh my gosh, that shit fucked me up. So that's good, man. It's good straight. Good mobility, though. Feeling good today. This is supposed to sound angry, but I'm blessed. That's a classic, man. Classic you made. So God bless you, man. Thank you. Merry Christmas too, Elijah. Amen. Merry Chrism. So if you have any off topics, I could answer them now. Anything you'd like. Again, after tomorrow, bro, it's really gonna slow down. And then I'm out after the end of this week. I'll see you. I won't be back till the beginning of January. I might pop up though. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But long term, I saw a question up there. You said, and again, this goes back to the Philo: discipline, emotions, decision, a system, all of it, baby. So you don't sell even if you're up. Again, you sell to get a home. This is something I've tried to hammer down, and that's why I have. I don't know if you guys noticed this year, but I tolerated a lot less of that this year, because I think a lot of y'all will bring in the emotions to something very easy. And I'm not trying to shit on you, but I am trying to remind you that you do know the answer. You know what I'm saying? So if you're really holding for the long run, I mean, ideally, you'd want to hold it. Otherwise, you would have sold Netflix. You would have sold Meta, JP Morgan. I mean, Uber's up a couple 100%. So it's not about, it's about saving, adding more, and buying other stuff. But, you know, otherwise, if you want to like rebalance and, you know, keep flipping it through, I would just treat that. I wouldn't call it a long term. So, but yeah, you don't need to overthink it. Again, if you're really playing that 10-year, 20-year, 30-year time frame, those are some of the best ones, man. Those are the best one. PBR, I'm not too big of a fan of, because isn't it like government owned? Or am I thinking Petrobras, right? But we talked about it today. I'm not really the fan of energy. I'd rather go for biotechs, like the big biotechs, like a Abivi, or like a healthcare, like health insurance, or one of those types of names. My favorite cologne? Oh, I don't know. My girl got me, it's an aftershave. She got me a Chanel aftershave, but I like it. I kind of wear it as cologne. Viva Brasil. Brazil. The cupping was good. It hurts though, dude. Like, I did it like a couple years ago, but I was getting a massage and the lady said, "Oh, you tight, get cupping." I said, "What?" Yeah, I was like, "I'm down." And then, like, bro, it was on like my arm, and at like one point, like, I felt like I couldn't even move my arm. But yeah, I look like a tiger. So my whole back is just filled with these gigantic red bruises. It looks insane. It looks very insane. And it's still like a little sore. Oh, end of the year vehicle hacks? Dude, they're going away. I don't know why, bro. I don't know why. Let me see again. Because homeboy asked about that one. And I was shocked because when we looked a little bit ago, there was some good deals. Oh, are they back? Big money, big money. Oh, we got some. Yo, we got some. They're not as... Actually, they're pretty good. Nice. Where's homeboy? Wasn't he in Florida? Hey, Mr. Long Term. Tell me where you been. Yeah. Oh, they're all elect. Dog, we got some lease deals. Holy shit. So yeah, bro. Florida. Dude, they're back. So EV 420. These are all EVs. A Q8 e-tron for $539. A Hyundai Kona for $179 a month. Elantra Hybrid, $229 a month, 0 down. Wow, Jeep Wrangler, $239 a month. Yo, homeboy who is gonna get the Bronco. I think this is a cheaper car, but actually it's $43,000. Didn't he say it was $45,000? That's crazy. So that's $239 a month for a fucking Wrangler on a $43,000 MSRP. That's amazing. That is amazing. They usually have higher residuals, so I don't even think they depreciate the same way. Hyundai Tucson, $279 a month. People like those. Volvo, $295. A Mazda CX-5 for $299. Oh, Bronco Sport! Oh, it's the baby one. It's not the big one. But that's $299. That's a 30. That's not the big one he was looking at. Oh my goodness. Ford Ranger Super Crew, $309 a month. Hyundai Santa Fe, $339. That's a very popular car. It's only $37. I thought those had a higher MSRP. You want to be a cop? $369. Oh, the Benz they have 0 left. $369 a month, 0 down. No, that Jeep, I don't think it was electric. Grand Cherokee for $389. Beamer 220, $380. Bronco, no, here it is. $48,000 for $419 a month. Weren't they? Didn't he say 600? Oh. Yeah, these aren't all like I prefer the non-EV ones. But yeah, there you go. So that one's 30. That's a $419 a month, 0 down. I don't know. It says you got to pay the taxes and fees up front. Holy shit. Dog, what? That was 1 week they all came back? F-150 for $499 or $449 a month? Habibi. Ram for $449. This is all Florida. I'm looking there because Homeboy wanted them. Mustang GT for $549 a month. That's a $60,000 MSRP. This Habibi. I think they get more. X7, that's the most expensive one. $1,000 a month for a $97,000 MSRP. Let's see, California. $259 for a Tacoma. That one's actually really cheap. 0 down, $1,700 due at signing. That the Wrangler as well, Rubicon for $344 a month, bro. So yeah, they came back out of nowhere. AMG, little baby AMG for $430. All right, what's the best they got? Oh, a Maybach EQ. Who the fuck is buying a Maybach EQS? I never understood that. Man, you like, I want to be a EV. I want to protect the environment. Give me a Maybach. Well, if you want a Maybach EQS, $200,000 MSRP, $1,500 a month. i7, is that electric? 1100 X6. I don't know if it's a M. 1100, 84,000 MSRP. 7 Series, 1,000. GLS for 900. That's a 93,000 MSRP. 860. So these are the expensive ones. But yeah, bro, there's some decent cars. I think the Toyota's the best deal again. Where's that Beamer? 330i for $489 a month. Again, the Jeep Wrangler $491. Tundra for $489. One left. That's kind of, again, these are the, this one's crazy. That's a $42,000 car for $250 a month. That's just, I think, a good deal, and I think the residual's high. Or a Rubicon for $330. So yeah, there is deals. You go to Lease Hacker, check those out. I've always told you guys about this site. We looked literally last week when he asked about the car. I don't know if he's here right now, but yeah, if you waited a week, there were some deals to be had. That's crazy. I thought they weren't going to show up till next year, but my goodness. AMG, bro. AMG. You could ship it. So, like, if you buy it in Cali, I think it's cheaper to ship, but it'd be like $1,000 to ship. You're about to buy a S63 used. Not bad for $46K. I did go make sure the brake, the rotor, make sure, you know, make sure good service history. That's it. You do that. Yeah, no Porsches on there, unfortunately. As much as I want a new house, saving it for the house. Amen, brother. That's what I told him. I mean, other homeboy, I think that was for his sister. But yes, I agree. I mean, again, you know, they have the same FHA deals. That's all. You got to get higher. It's harder to qualify. That's what sucks. Is that's what, like, dude, in the last couple years, they will qualify anybody for a car. It's actually insane. Like, you could go to almost any place, even with, like, the worst job, crazy debt to income, they will qualify a vehicle. But if you want a house, then they go full Dodd-Frank on your ass. And then you need a 60-40 and everything else. But again, a FHA, and depending on where, if you're going to live in the house, get the FHA. I'm telling you, I've seen people purchase a home for less than really what a car would cost. It's just kind of insane to think about. Like, again, that guy, if you're saying you're going to buy like a $30,000-$40,000 car, I mean, I've seen people literally $9,000 down, and then, but the payment's high. It'd still be like $2,600, $3,000 a month, but for like a $400,000 home. You got denied on 20% down on a car because self-employed? Really? Where was this car at? I'm telling you, if you go through the dealer's financing, they will give you anything. I've seen, I think it's a scam. I think it's predatory. I've seen people give any loans on any car. Maybe it's just a Cali thing, but I know a lot. I think Cali, Florida, New York, you could get a car no matter what. Would I ever get a Porsche GT3? I mean, I kind of got mad at... Damn, cart's still going still? I kind of got mad at Porsche back in the day. I mean, my girl likes them, but I'm not... She doesn't like the GT3. She can't drive stick. But I almost got a Turbo S. Was that beginning of this year or last year? But then I said, nah. I said, we got to get more cribs. Because we got to buy a data center and a farm. Yeah, for homes it's harder to get approved because they have debt to income, but cars, yeah, that's crazy. They didn't even offer to shop it around for you, because usually if the dealer won't do it, they have an outside lender who will do it, or they'll just tell you to lie. You ever seen those videos? They'll literally record the lenders telling them to just fucking make shit up, because the car loans are not as strict. That's why I think it's predatory, because then they'll get people. The whole game with the cars is they get people who aren't qualified to get the car, and so that they just repo it in a couple of months, and then the car, they do that 100 times over. Yeah, there is such a thing as car credit, so people don't know that. Like, you have I forgot what it's called. It's through one of the credit agencies, but you have a car credit score. So depending on whether or not you have like history or not, they'll literally they'll use that. So yeah, even if you own cars but you bought it cash and then you want to finance one, that does kind of hold you back a little bit. City Mark Mason says CFO transition is being managed to ensure banks meet the goals. I don't know why cart's going on. I think it's kind of going crazy. I saw it a couple of times during Philo. Yeah, car is typically only payment to income. They don't really care about the other stuff, which is kind of crazy. Perigo. So that's cool, though. I didn't know there was lease deals, though. So that's at least good for the holidays if you were looking for that. But get a house. Excellent. Thank you, man. Thank you, my brother. You showed a lot of love, bro, in many ways. Cool videos as well, bro. That's been a lot of joy. And now we got to find out your uncle and see it with the profile pic. So, amen, bro. And I do hope it was a good learning year. And I don't know, man. I hope after getting to listen to that Philo and Napoleon, I hope you see where I'm coming from. I don't know, man. I think that's what we need more of, and I want to be surrounded by that, and both for my sake and your sake. But for real, man, I want to see some good action, and we are on the precipice I really do think, we're going to find out what's more legit or not. I don't know how close we are to AGI and all that shit, but it does seem like we are entering an era where, things are going to change. It's kind of like a new internet. So that's why, like, you gotta, man, I want to make sure all of y'all are ready to go at that moment. And too, just simple consistency grind. Consistently saving, consistently keeping it, growing it with the long term, acquiring more assets. Before you know it, little by little, you deal with that pain. It leads to freedom. And that is the goal. And that's why we put in a lot of time. Some of y'all, that's why I wanna make sure it's rewarding. So, amen, brother. Amen. We're gonna have time to talk about it. We'll see how Powell plays tomorrow. And then I'm pretty much taking off at the end of this week. And then I might give you some random videos here and there. All depends. I'm gonna try to go. We haven't done a Christmas one. So I kind of want to do a Christmas one this year. Christmas Eve, we'll sit by the fire. Chestnuts roasting on a open lantern. Makes no difference if you save. It does make a difference. Am I gonna miss Nike earnings? When is it? But yeah, I mean, ever since second quarter, none of the earnings have been too crazy. But I might make a play. That's why I made some plays last year and then just wrote them out. So if you really are concerned with those plays, you could hit them. Yeah, I'll probably be missing the Nike earnings if it's on the 18th. Long-term roasting on 10%. One day, Uncle will make a Frank Sinatra one. Didn't Frank Sinatra make one of those classic Christmas songs, or am I tripping? I forgot one of those songs. I remember. I learned who it was, and it blew my mind. Oh, and there was what's it called? One of them. There was one of the Christmas songs that they said was what's it called? The damn, the Berenstein Bears. What's that? Mandela effect. Have you seen that one? There's a new Mandela effect that dropped. Let me see. Yeah, here. This one. Ready?
Blank on. I'll be home for Christmas.
I'll be home for Christmas.
You can blank on me.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can blank on me. What is it? I'll be home for Christmas. I don't know if that's the beat. Do you remember that song? What's the word? I'll be home for Christmas. You can what on me? So I'll be home for Christmas. You could blank on me. This is the song.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can blank on me.
You can plan on
AOKT Popper.
You can plan on me.
He's playing. He's playing all of them. This is all he's playing old records. Dog. Frankson. Bro. Yeah. There's only one of them that says count. Dog. Yeah, bro. I always thought it was count. Was it a Mandela effect or were we all wrong? Was this licensing? What the fuck, bro? Even the old records still say plan on me. I'm pretty sure it was count. Every single one of you said count. Oh my goodness. See, bro, I used to think the Mandela effect was crazy. And then I'm just like, why does it... There was a what is it in the fruit of the loom? Cornucopia. I didn't even know what a cornucopia was. I'm pretty sure it was count on me. I swear, this whole time you can count on me. No, you could plan on me. You could plan on me, apparently. That is the... I don't really... Yeah, man. So many of those. Well, that's fun. Merry Chrism. Merry Chrism. Isn't that crazy? There's only one of them. He was playing classic records. That's what trips me out. Because then all of the old records say plan. But then the one said count. But like, come on, dog. God is good. Whatever timeline, the Lord remains. Amen. Bitcoin, not too bad, but they had a good day. And then silver, man, I can't believe that one today. I almost got scared for a second when they were saying he said $40 buy. But yeah, $1 below spot. We're good, Chad. All of the out of the monies, I think Tyree tagged me in that one too. But the silver skew is rocketing up. So, like, again, the out of the monies, that's going up way more than gold. Is that why ALKT moved up? Jana urges ALKT to explore sale. Wild Mandela effect. Is there one? I got that was the latest one. I think they're just funny because then it just causes like a politic issue, and then you have half are like, I remember it that way, and then I remember it this way, and then that's it, and then it begins. Besant highlighted Trump's commitment to lasting peace in Ukraine. Says appreciated opportunity to speak with Ukraine Prime Minister this morning. Oh, the phrase objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. It used to be objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear. Stop it! I don't want to do this. I always thought it said maybe. I feel you on that. And then I think they got more definite about it. We mentioned silver options a long time ago. So, again, I've been dropping info on y'all for a while, but like I said, I don't know. We'll talk about it maybe in a little, but this is the long-term Chad brothers. So, I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to go back to options for everybody. Because like I'm saying, bro, I don't want it to turn into a gamble fest. Even then, even with, I still can't believe it, even with less options on here and only for the locked in, Some people have still decided to gamble away their long term. So, but I don't know if it's the smartest thing, especially while the world turns to gambling. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I would rather focus on small, relentless steps all day. Boredom is the key, is the doorway to mastery. So, but yeah, like at the same time though, it's like if you have been following along before we even had locked in, we were talking about silver in these plays about $30 lower an ounce, which is insane. But we did have a lot of nice discussions without really having to tell you buy this, buy that, follow. You know, you could have made your own decision, both preferably earlier, but we did talk about the reasons why silver is doing all of that. Because that, and then we called a couple of places to see, because a lot of people in real life, they're saying that they're having problems finding people to buy their silver at spot. Bitcoin dump. Is it in the room with us, brother? So, or do you just want me to ban you? I think is that what you're looking for? Because that's all your chat fact says. Bitcoin dump! Bitcoin dump! Biddy! Bitcoin dump! No, it's okay, man. It's okay. End of the day, tomorrow is Powell. This might just all be a front run for Powell. Again, Bitcoin liquidity. It sniffed that out a little earlier. Or the tightening of liquidity. But yeah, I have it. It's on the screen, brother. City Mason says efficiency rate should be below 60 next year. Oh, City's running off of that. Q4 market revenue expected to be low mid-single digits. Consumer spending remains resilient. I don't know their guidance. So JP Morgan, it was lower, and Algos instantly did that. If that's a dump, you're going to see some wild things along this journey. Ooh. We love. I like calling people too. I kind of want to call. I want to call people on Craigslist. I'm a big fan. But if you guys have any places, does anybody seriously? So he said Kentucky, right? I want to call some of the what's it called? I want to call some of those spots for you. Where in Kentucky? Is he still here? Or is anybody in if you have a place where you need to sell, let me call some people. But that one's more effective because I'm actually like curious. Because you guys got to realize, like, silver goes crazy. You've seen my reactions at various times, but, like, I don't know. My information is, like, up to date, but, like, obviously something has changed a little bit. Because I was surprised, dude. They really, really shocked me when they were saying fucking that one way. It seemed like to be a mistake, too. But I was shocked because it seems like some of these dynamics are changing. And the crazy part is a lot of these dynamics have been in play longer than I was even buying gold and silver, and even fucking when I was alive. It used to always be they buy at spot and then you buy at spot plus premium. But now as the price is going crazy, the world is going crazy, they're kind of charging a premium, which I'm telling you, it blew my mind. So I'm kind of curious. That's why if we can make it effective, if you guys have any places you're trying to sell at, let me call them. Or give me the location where you're at. Because the guy said earlier Kentucky. And then the other guy said Connecticut. Let me call this one in Kentucky. You can count on me. $824 karat gold. I sound like a rapper. Hi, do you guys buy 1 ounce silver coins? Silver Eagles?
What? Silver Eagle? Yeah, but we'll be under spot on those.
How much under spot?
Right now, I'll put it with $10 under. It's $60.
Oh, wow.
I don't think it's gonna stay there.
Yeah.
Till the end of the day myself.
Okay.
There's no reason for it to happen, so I'm just hedging my bets on.
Yeah. No worries though. That's why I'm calling around right now. I've been getting.
You might get somebody that's braver than me.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Giving away money.
All right. If not, I'll see you then.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate you. Thank you. Damn. $10 under spot, bro. Holy fuck. At least that was the most honest one out of all of them, though. Because he straight up was like, he said, hey, man, if they're braver than me. he said, I ain't doing that, bro. Oh, that's great. Yo, that's your Kentucky. Yeah, he was very straightforward. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see another one. Kentucky. I kind of just like the accents now. Okay. Well, they shorted it. Hoskins Gold. Where's Padoosh? Is that Tennessee? Is Padoosh? You can count on me. He said he's not going to stay there by the end of the day. I'm like, I guess are they on like 24 hours or what? Cause I'm like, this shit's at the high right now, bro. That was really funny, bro. Padoosh? Am I saying it right or am I? Padoosh? It's Paducah. Paducah. I guess Padoosh was not the way to say it. my bad, Padoosh. Paducah. They got a cool number. Just all fours. So literally 44444. I think it either squeezes above the 60. Oh, hello?
Hello?
Hi, do you guys buy silver coins?
We do.
What are you guys buying them at spot right now or below?
No, everybody's below spot.
How much below?
We're like 6 back.
Okay, 6. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Padoosh, $6 below. So this is why. So again, depending on where you guys are at, they all got, the first guy said 10, other one fucking disconnected. But yeah, here, let me see the rare corn dealer. Let's call him in Lexington. That's crazy. $6.
Hello, Mid-American. How may I help you?
Hi, are you guys buying 1 ounce silver eagles?
Yes.
How much are you buying them for? I've been calling around and getting a lot of different quotes.
Okay, yeah, sure. Just give me one moment and I'll transfer you to our coin dealer.
Okay, thank you. I'm on the phone right now. I think it either squeezes or it just comes down. That's why the latest one was the squeeze play. Eli Lilly will invest $6 billion in Huntsville. Well, yeah, the Texas and Cali are $1 below. So if you go either hyper liberal or hyper conservative, you're getting way better deals. Y'all, it's fucking wild out there in Kentucky. That's why homeboy said he said 75 or 50% today. That's why I said bullshit. That's why we started calling. But I mean, literally, we've called what? This is the third place, and now I'm still on hold. But yeah, Bartlett coins. No, we'll check. No one had any issues in oh. Yes.
He has stepped away from his desk. Can I take your information and have him give you a call back?
I'll just give a call, but I'm just going through right now to get a, because I'm trying to see which one has the best deal. But I'll just give you guys a call back in a little bit. Thank you.
All right, sounds good.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
This is my quad. Let's see. Hoskins Go. Oh, I already called Padoosh. Mid-American, Edlin, Heartland Co. and Supply. Did I call that one? But yeah, I think Kentucky, man. You guys are a little lower. Let me see, Connecticut. That was the other place. Connect, I cut, gold and silver. I think, can't you do it online? Because then you guys say like, what was it? What was that one? Apex? APMEX or whatever? That might be your best bet. Danbury. But yeah, honestly, in this kind of these smaller towns or smaller states, they're kind of fucking you, bro. Well, I think they just don't want to take the risk. That's what I mean. That's what homie said on the first one. Hi, do you guys buy silver golden eagles, or the silver eagles, excuse me?
We do.
What are you buying them at currently?
I can tell you what the price would be if you walk through the door right now. Fluctuates throughout the day. On the spot price.
But you guys do buy at spot? I've been calling around and I've gotten a lot of
You're
different.
always going to be getting under spot when you're selling it, and you're always going to be paying over spot when you're buying it. Otherwise, the dealer couldn't make any money when they're selling it to you, and the buyer wouldn't make any money when buying it from you. So right now, if you walk through the door, you'd be looking at $58.02 each, and $1 more than that if any of them are BU, if they're perfect, no spots, no stains.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad then. All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. He sounded kind of annoying. He said always, because they never did it like that. But that's not a bad price. That's $1 below in Connecticut. So whoever was in Connecticut, he just said $1 or $2 below, $58. It's at 60 right now. So that's way better than Kentucky. So yeah, you guys, you're not bad. You guys are not bad. You just got to call around a few places. But yeah, but it's so crazy though. Like I'm saying, I don't agree with what he said. He said it's always like that, but I really think that's a new thing. These mother effers. Yeah, the big, I mean, Cali was $1 below. Cali, Texas, $1 below. It wasn't bad. Call the pawn shop in Vegas. Well, that's the thing, bro. Pawn shops are a little different, man. You want me to call a pawn shop? Yeah, bro. Pawn shops are terrible. If you walk through the door. He's trying to get me in there, bro. Pawn shops, I think he's gonna offer me like $10.
Thank you for calling Cashmere Pawn, voted best pawn shop in San Diego.
Let's see about that.
We have two locations, 4502 University Avenue, between University Avenue and 45th Street, and 6251 Imperial Avenue, in front of the
Alright, man, I ain't trying to fucking do this AI bullshit. GSAT. Remember we saw that last week? And then SATs as well. Why is this thing going so slow? Hi. Do you guys buy silver, like silver coins?
Unfortunately, we're not at the moment. You can try San Diego coin and bullion.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Damn, they won't even give me it, bro. Yeah, SATs and GSAT and SATs and Corning. Did I call these guys earlier or no? I think I only called the other ones.
Thank you for calling San Diego Coin and Bullion. We are open Tuesday through Friday.
Okay. No love. Damn, only got 22 minutes left. Yeah, SAT's going up. I don't know. Was it GSAT or the other one? I think we have an old play on this. No, and that expired. Again, I think, isn't that the one that moved with the SpaceX shit last time? SAT's Echo Star. Oh, you add liquidity, Habibi. Tell me why ain't nothing but... I'll leave it for you. There's one. Somebody already grabbed it. They added liquidity. There's one short-term one. I mean, again, silver's going insane. That's why, like, it makes sense why some of them wouldn't be buying. Because, again, they're taking the risk. Like, imagine somebody walks in with a fuck ton of silver and you buy it, there. Then, yeah, it's gonna be pretty, what's it called? Like, they're taking that risk. If you buy a bunch of people's silver at $60, yeah, they're gonna be happy. But then and then it goes down in price. Then yeah, you're gonna be down a little bit. It's not worth. That's why that one guy in Kentucky, bro, was funny. He was very honest. He said, if you find someone braver than me, SpaceX to target mid. Yeah, so same. Remember we played that last week on Friday. That's going up. Tell me why. Hi, I saw your company in a chat room. What's up, baby?
What's up?
So, dude, this is actually you.
Universe's favorite coin shop. I can tell you everything you need to know when it comes to silver and gold.
Well, do it, man. You're live right now. Put me on game. I looked up the name. It showed up on Yelp. Wait, your number is like a Cali number though. Are you from California?
I escaped San Diego in 2021.
Oh.
At the fall of California during COVID.
Dude, good time. I just stay inside, bro. That's it. But I feel you. I feel the appeal, for sure.
And all the people in California need to know that South Dakota, it's the land of milk and honey.
Is it really?
Anyone can come here in business, get a job, the money's good, and everything is cheap.
Really? And so you got a crib there? Or you just sell everything in Cali and move on over?
I was able to. Yep.
Nice,
Would
bro.
have never been able to in San Diego. Very easy here.
I love it, bro. I mean, hey, that's where it's about. I've talked about that a lot, but some people, they don't want to do. They want to just stay comfort, baby, comfort. So I'd like to hear that. But tell me, man, put us on game. So what's going on with gold and silver? What have you seen at your business?
Okay, I don't know if you've known or mentioned this, but all the refineries across the United States are no longer taking 90% silver right now. That would include like old American coins, junk silver, and certain big silver bars.
So where does like
Going on for,
where does a 1 ounce silver like golden eagle come into play?
well, a 1 ounce silver coin the refineries are still taking.
So
But
what?
the fact that they stopped taking 90% coins and also like 100-ounce bars and a couple other weird weights of bars they stopped taking. There's a couple rumors why. One of them would be that they're so overwhelmed that they can't keep up. Another rumor is that they can't get the chemical that they need to refine it. I think it's called like Regent or something like that. That's another rumor why. And another rumor why is because they're controlling the price. They're trying to do price manipulation.
Yeah, that I've heard a lot about that with gold, because like gold is all controlled in London and like the paper price and all that. But I haven't heard this refinement thing. I'm gonna look into that. So are the
Now,
oh, go ahead.
Now, the rumor is that, like, all the banks are out of silver. There's no silver. But
I've heard that.
When it comes at what is actually what I see is happening is you got to imagine in the 80s. You talked about it today. 80s hit an all-time high, or silver hit an all-time high in the 80s of like $50. Well, imagine all the people who don't make small good decisions, and they went and bought a bunch of it at $50. And then it went to $12 until 5 weeks ago. And so they are just now trying to sell their huge load of silver that they've been holding. And what is actually happening is a lot of people are getting turned down.
That's what that's what it seems like after figuring. This was the first time I've ever tried to like look into selling the silver, because people kept asking, but like I didn't think it would be this challenging. I thought it would all be one price, spot, call it a day.
No, what's happening right now, especially on the 90% stuff, I'm buying that, and there's 2 other coin shops in town. I'm the new guy in town. But everyone is buying it very low. Like right now, a silver dollar, 90% silver, a Morgan or a Peace dollar, it has $45 and like 60 cents of silver in it. I'm paying $35. So like $10 below spot. I can barely sell them for spot.
Because is the demand so that because people want the other stuff, or what is it?
Well, I don't know if it's a part of that is because everyone knows that the refineries aren't taking it, so coin shops can't buy. Imagine if you're from the 80s, you finally think you can sell your $500 $1 Morgan dollars, however much thousands of dollars that is. But why would a coin shop want to buy them if they can't send them to the refinery to get paid? They can't. No one's coming into their coin shop trying to buy.
So is that how you make money on it as a coin shop then? So like you buy silver from people and then you sell it to a refinery?
Me personally, the silver I sell back out of the shop, but a lot of the gold, because I pay 5% below spot when someone brings the gold in. So if they brought a 1 ounce gold eagle and I pay 95% of that, that's a lot of money for me to have just sitting in the shop where I can only make 5% above spot when I sell it. So if I can't sell it in a day or 2, I'll send it to the refinery. And how that works, just to let all the chads know, is at least my refinery, I'll get paid 99.5% of an American Eagle.
Oh wow,
the gold one.
Yeah, it's very good. I did not know it worked like that. That's awesome.
When it comes, and I probably shouldn't be telling this, but you know what? We're a family. You guys need to know.
Hey, this is good. I think, dude, there's a lot I've gotten from this, man. I think I did not even think about that whole 1980s thing and that those people, so the fucking boomers can't get out essentially if they all got the old silver. So this is a very informative call.
That's also going to be an issue because a lot of people are buying silver because, hey, one day the banks will be closed and you're going to need your silver to barter with your neighbor for their granola bars. Well, when that happens, silver won't be $60 an ounce. It'll be like $150 an ounce. And what coin shop is going to have thousands of dollars for your 10 or 20 ounces on hand?
That's what it seemed, dude. That's why it's what it seems like today. Because like as the price was ripping, people are like, "Yo, Josh, someone's offered me 70 for 30%, 50% below," and that's why I've never heard that because again, I've only bought it and held it, but I was under the impression that you buy it, you sell at spot. You buy spot plus premium and then sell. And that seems to kind of be the case, but obviously something has changed recently. So I'm kind of tweaking off of that one, but this is very fascinating.
This is why it's changed. Imagine if you're a coin shop guy for 20 years and you've been buying silver for so long, and you know, from the 80s until COVID, silver went from like $12 to $16 in like that.
Yeah, it didn't move.
It did nothing. So a lot of these people, they have hundreds of ounces that they bought at $20. Why do they care about an extra $3 premium? So they're selling their silver where they used to try to get an extra $3 or $5 premium.
Yeah, they're selling it for double.
Like spot. No, they're just trying to get rid of it at spot. They don't need a premium because they're already up so much.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's why the premiums have come down on pretty much everything.
Dude, this is fascinating. So then what do you buy the Silver Eagles for? Like if you buy the other old ones, you said like what, 10, 15 below? What about like a Silver Eagle?
Right now, Silver Eagles, I'm doing $5 below spot, and I sell them for $5 above. Now keep in mind that this is just like generic stuff. That wouldn't be if it was like a special one, because all that stuff is, you know.
Yeah, like collectibles. Yeah.
Yes.
So what if somebody came to you with like a fat amount, like a huge amount? They're like, I have hundreds of ounces of Silver Eagles. Would you reject it because of the risk?
Well, you've taught me well, Josh, so I've learned to have different avenues. So one thing I'm doing now is instead of buying their collection, which you make money at the buy.
Amen, baby. Amen.
Okay, but it takes a long time to sell a lot of this stuff.
That's what we're realizing, the liquidity, bro. It seems like that's a big deal.
It's really hard for me to have liquid cash. I'm surrounded by gold and silver, but I don't have that. It's hard for me to keep the liquid cash moving. So when someone brings a big coin collection, I tell them, look, I could buy all this stuff, but I have another way where I can sign it for them on an online website, and I do that for like 10%. And a lot of times they end up making more money than if I bought it. And I like that.
That's
I
smart.
don't have to pay any money. I just make the 10%, take some photos.
Yeah, so you're doing the service rather than being the liquidity provider.
Correct.
Dude, I like it, man. Well, that's very good to know, bro. I might give you a call if we have any more questions, because I think if this shit keeps going crazy, because I know some people missed the stream today. Some of the guys who even asked me last week, I didn't see him today, but I think we learned a lot today. It's actually even blowing my mind. I'm going to look into what you said about the whole 80s thing, because I haven't heard too many people talk about that. The one thing I've been hearing is the supply shortage through just the CME, and that the contracts, and then they're not able to deliver, but that's on like the mass quantities. But now I didn't think we would run into this. Yeah, that's
from what I look like, there's like too much going around, like when it comes to hand to hand, like the people.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like after calling these places, because they're like, no, we don't want it. They're not really down to buy anything right now. But then
and you mentioned it right before you called me. Like if someone brought me 100 ounces, I already have like a lot of silver here. It's at all-time highs. What a risk. Even if I buy it $5 below spot, I mean,
it could go back tomorrow.
Yes. So
damn, dude, this is fast. We're gonna investigate this. We're gonna look into it.
Before you hang up, let me pray over the chat.
Oh,
for you, bro.
Amen. Take it over, bro. I'll go. Bow your heads.
I thank you so much for this time speaking with Josh, the coolest freaking dude ever, coolest cult leader, the coolest freaking like Stock Bro online. You freaking beat them all, dude. And Lord, I just thank you for his courage to preach your name, to speak your name. I know you're not a preacher, you don't like that. But, and just thank you for all the lives he's changed. And I thank you that I get to thank him right now. And I just pray a special blessing over him, that you protect his channel, that you increase the reach of his channel, that you continue to, your rap music is so good too, bro. You need to that's Satan keeping your music down, because you should be everywhere. And just bless his music, God, and his relationship. We can't wait to hear that he's married and he's got kids on the way, and his brother, and them all. And even that guy, that Moo, we even pray for Moo, Lord.
Amen, baby.
We love him.
Amen,
And
brother.
I want to bless the Chads too. May you bless them this Christmas. Jesus is the reason. Small good decisions. Amen.
Amen. And bless you, brother. May the Lord be with you, bro. You are such great vibes, man. I appreciate all that, man. And it's good to, I did it, man. All the wisdom and everything you drop is, and I know we're all children of Christ, but to know you a brother in that too, bro, I love it, man. So keep being wise, bro. And I look forward to seeing you succeed more and more in this effort, bro. You have the knowledge, bro. So keep living in what God has already drawn you to, bro. This is amazing. Amen, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you, Josh.
I'll talk to
Love
you soon, bro.
Later.
Peace. Yo, bro. Oh, what an angel. Dog, I did not know that. I did not. He got me on. And man, look at that. A brother in Christ, brother. You know that? And to know that, I haven't. Have any of you heard about that? The whole like 80s thing and then the refiners? Because again, I think it's actually interesting. Because I've heard the Wall Street, the money side on the big supply, but I have not heard. It does make a lot of sense. It makes too much sense. Because like, again, all those people who have bought a while ago, and then like this weird dynamic, because like, think about it. We're all sitting on our computers and we're like, oh, the price of silver, the price of silver, the price of silver. But like, I don't think they want it in real, like hand to hand, like he was saying. And like in the real life business of it, I think it's different. The mind blowing. We got to look into that. Oh my goodness. Look at the Chad, bro. And he's a business owner. Oh man, I'm excited. Well, I guess we got a gold guy too now. You know that? That's good to know, man. I'm going to look into it. He put his name in the chat. I just called it. That's what he said. And I looked it up and I said, oh shit. He got the site, he had the Yelp, all of it, bro. So, amen. And you got some things to look into. And now you only got 5 minutes, Chad. Final 5, brother. Final 5. So, yeah, and then Oracle after the bell. Finalize your plays, if they moved or not. Let me see. What a day, bro. All right, I need to go pee now, too. We only have 5 minutes, Chad. God bless you. I know, the boomers. Dude, I didn't think about that. There's a weird dynamic going on. So paper price isn't reflecting the real life situation. It's actually kind of crazy. All right, so let's see. Market zone.
All right, well, we shall see. I'll come back to you in a little bit. Mike, thank you. Leslie, tell me more about private equity, because these stocks are standouts.
Yeah, it's got really positive commentary about the alternative asset managers here at the Goldman Sachs Financial Services Conference today. Executives from KKR, TPG describing a more conducive backdrop for selling or taking portfolio companies public, and fundraising momentum appears to be accelerating as well. Goldman Sachs' CFO Dennis Coleman also mentioning that the pipelines for private equity deal making are finally becoming more active again. Jefferies is also out with a 2026 outlook note today saying that elevated retail engagement, that's retail investors, lower rates and rising risk appetites should fuel the space as well. And the cherry on top is Ares' inclusion into the S&P 500. That stock is soaring about 7.6% right now into the close, and will actually be sitting down with CEO Michael Arrighetti along with Blackstone President John Gray and some other guests here at day 2 of the conference tomorrow. Scott.
Oh, wow, that's great. Those are big interviews. Leslie, thank you. Leslie Picker. Seema, GE Vernova, right in the heart of that AI trade.
It really is. That's why this read from the company's investor day will be so critical to understand just the gut check on the AI trade. I spoke to GE Vernova CEO Scott Strazak in late October, who at that time said he had been in active discussions with OpenAI CEO Sam Altman on how to solve the power scarcity issue tied to the development of data centers and the power generation and electrical equipment required. Now, the market
I thought it was today. Am I
revised
tripping?
financial targets this afternoon from GE Vernova, which will confirm whether the demand story remains strong or if the recent rumors around OpenAI's growth is starting to trickle through to partners in the energy sector. Now, management's commentary on the order book will be key. Take a look at the stock, Scott. It's held up very well despite the volatility we've seen in tech, up 90% this year.
Yeah, bro. Silver is weird. I already thought it was weird it got to that price, but no, there's a weird dynamic. Because I'm telling you, bro, I'm glad we had this conversation today. It was even cool to call to Chad and then just like trying to see, because I was really confused why. It was after a few people said it. Because like when, one person says it, I'm like, okay, that could be a one-off. But then several of you guys were like, hey, should I get this amount for my silver? And I'm like, why? It should have already been, it should already be higher. It should always, again, either spot, give or take, but like it makes a lot of sense. And like he was saying, though, you got to think about all those gold dealers and silver guys. They've been buying this shit like $12 to $16. $18 was a high price. And then, so they're sitting on it. They don't really need to buy more of it. But then that's why I'm like, it's kind of interesting to think about, because that's why I'm like, I don't know why. Like, I thought, you would think it was kind of scammy that everyone's offering way less. And then come to find out that there's a certain type. And now I got to look into my silver bars, because now there's a certain type he's saying there. I'm gonna look into all of this. This seems very fascinating. And then meanwhile, the price of silver, the spot price and everything going on with the people buying the contracts and the mass quantities for other purposes, that's painting a whole different picture. That's maybe why you're getting that quote-unquote commodity inflation, but it's not really showing up as inflation, because then people probably got a fuck ton of it not at the current price. If you have no silver and you need silver now, yeah, you're gonna pay a lot of it. But I would argue then, after hearing this, you might have different people with way different quantities, so it's not like it's affecting their current purchases. Does that make sense? Think about it. Because then again, if these guys don't even want to buy your silver, that's not because they don't have any. Because think about it, if you could sell it for so much more, you would want as much as you could get your hands on. But they might have already have it all. This is nuts, dude. So hey, you could speculate on it, but you only have 1 minute. Go, 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 go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to wrap it up. Bring it home. Finalize those plays. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Shares, options, futures. You got a rapperoonie, Chattadooney. I finalized some of those earnings plays a little too early. But yeah, I guess tomorrow's the Fed. We'll get a nice little preview today. See where it leads us with less than 5 seconds. 7 hours to nowhere, brother. Look at that. SPY's down. Oh my goodness. Barely. 3, 2, 1. Ding 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 ding. Harder. Let's go, baby. What a day. We did it. We made it. 7 hours in the books. Chattadonia. I need a good game in the chat. I need the GG. You know you made it till the end of the year. You made it 7 hours. You didn't get banned. You learned something, my friends. Oh my goodness. That's a good game. And thank you, my brothers. Let me get that GG. That's what I'm talking about. How did you go this whole year? How grow in the long term, not getting banned, man. Oh my goodness. Can we get a long-term altar call? Make the money on the buy. Oh, it's one of the best lessons. You know that, God bless. That's what I'm talking about. Members, non-members, stream alerts. It don't matter. It matters if you carry the wisdom. It matters if you apply it. Action. Discipline. Discipline is your identity, brother. Discipline is your identity. That's what I'm talking about. God bless you and thank you, baby. Thank you, for real. Let's go. Shout out the real ones, baby. Shout out all the long term. Let's go. Talk to me in 2030. It's good game, baby. Stay blessed, okay? Stay blessed. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being a beacon, baby. I need me to rock. You won't see me a lot. Monday through Friday, you need me, let's talk. What's this? He keeps playing that one after. Palantir. Chadadonia. We did it, we made it. We did it, we made it. GME, what's happening after the bell here? I can't believe it. Well, Chad, tomorrow's a big day. Jerome Powell in the house. I hope you're ready for it. I hope you guys, again, it's going to be interesting because it's set up. If everybody prepares for hawkishness, it's going to leave a lot of opportunity. You get a SCP. You'll be ready to go. But Chad, thank you for your time. Thank you for being here, my friends, especially if you made the most of it. You used it to turn into discipline, not just no motivation, discipline. For real. Oh. I hope you don't let it harden your heart, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't think your way into confidence. Can't steer a parked car. Some drive, baby. I like movement. I love it. Don't you love it when stocks move, right? Oh, they don't feel. So, Chadadonia, God bless you and thank you. Thank you for your time. I'm yawning, but I'm about to go run. I'm about to go run around. I'm about to go ball. Get a little lift in, baby. So, God bless every single one of you. I'll see you tonight, hopefully. And then remember, at the end of this week, I'm taking off. You should take off too. I think you should set a couple of plays and then relax. You know that, right? You could do that. You should do the same. Remember last year, that's what I showed y'all. Last year, you even had hitters over the break. And then everybody just turns into reaction and circle jerk. So all you got to do is chill, bro. All you got to do is chill. Oh, I need some food too. But I love you. Thank you for your time. God bless America. Thank you to the veterans. And don't ever forget why we're here. Why we keep going, bro. And growing from long-term to personal. That's the key, bro. You better master yourself. Let the Chaz know it. I know you know it, baby. Don't fight it. You have the authority, brother. Why, baby? Why? Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory, and through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. Chadadonia. Enjoy your week. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please finish it and drive. And that's it. And now, Merry Chrism. Brought to you by your uncle. Thank you. Are they about to make me play an ad? No, okay, good. We did it, Joe. It's the best time of year, Chad. Bye. God bless you. Merry Chrism, Chrysler, Christmas. From my family and missus. I hope you get the things that's not even on your wish list. I hope you find money doing laundry or the dishes. You a real one. The season will be great. I pray you never see traffic and you never running late. When you ask your crush out, she'll say yes to the date. And nobody getting mad if you leave food upon your plate. Merry Christmas. It got meaning if you give it some. I'm always praying for you and I'm praying for your little ones. Every time you look them in the face, no, you never done. Nah. Let that be motivating. I hope every drink you get comes pre-shaken. I hope your Uber don't cancel and is really patient. If you lose your wallet, nobody'll take it. They'll return it. Yup. See, I'm just happy if you happy, G. Every sweet you'll eat this year be made from 0 calories. These are all the blessings that I wish for both you and me. So, welcome to the family. But I got a gift for the haters too.
I hope everywhere you go runs out of room. I hope every song you sing is sung out of tune. Everyone is happy and you're the one that's in the mood. I hope the dinner great, you get there, they run out of food. I hope you step on Legos every time you enter rooms. I hope you meet a pretty girl, but it's just a dude, and he doesn't even tell you by date 2. Hope you can't find your keys cause someone probably stole your car. I hope your Christmas tree falls and then cause a fireball. Hope you find easy parking and then they tow your car for no reason at all. I hope everywhere you go has construction. Everything you have to build will come with no instructions. I hope it doesn't function. I hope you miss the pothole, avoid it safely, then drive into the Hudson. I hope your family likes you less than all your cousins. I hope you're stressed cause you're bad at trading options. Actually, I hope it hits and then you get a gift. Then you feel like you can't miss, then triple up your shit. Get in the money quick. Then Robinhood goes down and your orders don't submit. Then the problem still persists. By the time it gets refreshed, I hope all of it'll dip. Bye.